Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Crafters TV. It's Friday!
It's Friday!
Yay! It is Friday! Friday! We're here for what is going to be a fantastic day. Loads lined up, as you would expect, on a Friday with a brand new launch coming your way, which I think you're going to absolutely blooming love. Masterclass a little bit later on, which we'll talk more about as we go through the day. It's a Sara's signature masterclass with Lily. But I think the main talking point today is the fact that we have got a brand new launch, and I've got a funny feeling, Sara, it's going to absolutely fly. See what I did there?
Sorry. Apparently, I'm going to apologise now, guys. Apparently, we're going to be subject to these puns all the way through the day.
Yeah, and facts as well. So I've been doing my homework because we've got the Kingfisher collection, so I've got a lot of Kingfisher facts for you too.
Well, can't we all wait, guys? Aren't we super excited about the Kingfisher puns and the Kingfisher facts? But if I hadn't got the pun, which I wasn't going to if you hadn't pointed it out, I do expect this to fly. You know, they're the big shows when I pull rank and I'm like, I'm going in to do that one. And I had them clear my diary, the full day today. I wanted to be able to do wake up call and the launch day. The demos I've got on this are knock your socks off. And yes, obviously, I'm awesome. My cards are going to be awesome.
I mean, you are awesome.
It's just when you have brilliant ingredients, you can't fail but make outstanding cards. And honestly, when you see them and the stuff we've got to work with, oh, absolutely, to die for.
It is. I mean, the colour palette's amazing. You'll see in just a second. All the embellishments that you're going to get, the papers you're going to get as well. We've got feathers in this set too. The tip from the top here is with a collection like this that you know is going to be busy, you've set your alarm early, you're up with us, so get the deals now. Get whatever it is that you need, whether it's the showstopper with the bonus buy, whether you're picking and choosing, because you know come launch day this afternoon at 3, it is going to be absolutely manic. So we'll take you all through it. As always, get in touch. We are going to be nice and interactive. Feel free to send through some of your Kingfisher puns and facts as well. And whilst we're doing that, we're going to be finished with some fantastic demos as well. Can I just say as well, you're looking marvellous today.
Oh, I feel like I've embraced the winter. The winter scarves are out.
Yeah.
I thought the mustard it's children in need here in the UK.
Oh, of course.
So I was looking for something yellow in my wardrobe, and I just thought I'd embrace it. I think I did spend like an hour curling my hair.
That's what I was going to say. Today. Yeah, the hair. That's what it was. Yeah, I love the fact that you've got a wardrobe as well. I just like, you know, same shirts year round, same waistcoats. Maybe I'll buy like all right, Nicola, maybe I'll get a new wardrobe for the 2024 season. But yeah, maybe I'm a bit too flowery for winter time.
No, I love your flower. We love his flowery shirts, don't we? I tell you what I do love. I love your waistcoat. You always look very smart.
Oh, thank you. We'll say a few hellos and then we'll get ready to move. Sarah Brown joins us saying hello there, sending special hugs to you, especially Sara and Ben and the whole CTV crew behind the scenes and in the gallery, and hope you are well. Much love from Melbourne, Australia.
I love how he puts the accent on whenever we get a message in from Sarah. I love that.
Have a look at my socials as well. I'll show you in a bit. You know the bags that we did during birthday?
Yeah.
There, a few of our viewers now are turning them into talking bags with this like special filter you can get.
What?
So Sarah's done my bag with me talking.
Has anyone done my bag talking?
I've seen.
I need to see that if so.
Okay, can someone do Sarah's bag talking, if you don't mind? Maybe Sarah, you could do that for us. Rosalind joins us from Maryland. The Sussex Lancastrian is in, and Rachel already got her showstopper. Let's say a few more hellos in just a second, but you're here to see it, so let's get it up on the screen and show you everything. Here it is, the Kingfisher showstopper. So as you know, the showstopper is everything that you're going to see with Sara in just a few moments' time. It's a huge collection, a 19-piece collection. Includes all of your stamps, your dies, embossing folders. You've got all of your papers in there. We've got 12 by 12, 6 by 6. We've got vellums. We have got beautiful tricolour aquas in there as well. There is just tons within this collection, which Sara will take you all through. £116 is your platinum price on this, or $159.20. And as you'll know, it's kind of expected now when we do these big launches, when we do these showstoppers, you get the opportunity to get a bonus buy. In this case, you have two choices. You can either go for the one that's going to be the most popular, which is the extra card and paper. So if budget allows here, you're going to get in, get your showstopper, get your extra card and paper. The details will come up for you here. And basically what you'll get is all of that 4-piece collection, which is more of the 12 by 12, more of the 6 by 6. You're going to get your vellum and your linen cardstock for half price. So that's the price you would pay if you were just to buy it individually, halve that price, and of course take off your club inspired discount too. Or alternatively, you'll be able to go for the embellishment collection, which is more of the glitter, more of the ribbon, more of those feathers. And the pens as well. I think, as always, the papers are going to be the most popular, but it's entirely up to you. If you go for that embellishment collection again, with your showstopper in the same basket, don't forget, you will get that deal at half price. But keep the comments coming through. I'll read a few more in just a few moments' time, but let's get into this. You are just going to absolutely love everything with it in this collection. So like the Kingfisher, let's take a deep dive into this collection with Sara.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be saying that all day, aren't I? I mean, you know he's good for the dodgy dad jokes. At least he's
It's good editorial.
At least he's consistent. Right, before I start showing you it, because it's fabulous, right? I'm going to show you some of the samples that the team have done. And I'm going to give you a little sneak peek of some of the stuff I'm going to be making today, because it's amazing. If I do say so myself, it's absolutely amazing, right? So, I'm going to come back to that one in a second, because I love that. Oh, I'm going to come back to that. Oh, it's known where to start.
No.
I mean, they're all knocking out the park, but I love.
Incredible.
I absolutely love it. So, there is this amazing, absolutely massive big creator card where the wings of the Kingfisher lift up.
Yeah.
Now, if that wasn't enough, you see all the beautiful vibrant colours? That is because we have tri-blend aquas, brand new tri-blend aquas.
Amazing.
Exclusive to this collection, guys, as well, right? So whether you're wanting to do the Kingfisher in your lovely big showcase piece like that with a creator card, or this is wonderful.
Look
right?
at it leaping out the
now
water.
I'm going to show you. Can you see? You've got like the splash effect. I needed to put that down just to really show it off.
Yeah.
This is a 3D embossing folder like nothing else, guys. But it's just made to be coloured with those beautiful tri-blend pens. I'm going to be teaching you that over the course of the show. We have an amazing stencil set in this one so that you can create your own beautiful blossoms like this. Now, we have two Kingfishers. We have the Kingfisher in flight.
Yeah.
And then we also have, let me get you one, the Kingfisher sitting. I wouldn't like to choose. You don't have to choose. In the showstopper, we've got absolutely everything, okay? Well, I mean, the papers, of course, are to die for. But you've got that Kingfisher in flight. Every Kingfisher is going to be coloured with those lovely tri-blends. You've got all these accessory pieces, Ben, that you can die, cut and stamp.
Yeah.
I'm going to be teaching you how to do some of these lovely background techniques.
Nice.
Let me show you as well, if you're going for background techniques, we have this amazing, it's like the round die cut that's going to go in the centre.
Yeah.
And then, can you see, do you want me to show you the card that I'm going to be doing?
Go on.
Okay, so I'm going to show you, I'm going to do this one here. I'm going to show you how to do this lovely background.
Oh, I love that.
Then the Kingfisher in flight. We're going to do a little bit of painting with the Kingfisher in flight.
Yeah.
And then you've also got that lovely roundel in the background. Should we do this one first, actually?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, go on. I'll do that as
Decision made.
Now, this is another one with that fabulous bit. Isn't that wonderful there? That's like a piece of artwork. Honestly, and you can't help but touch it because all of this, it's all three-dimensional embossing.
Incredible.
I am going to teach you, might be the launch day, so I can't get it all done in wake-up call, but I'm going to teach you how to use the watercolours to do effects like this.
I love that.
Oh, it's fabulous, isn't it? I love it. We do have some phenomenal embellishments in this one. Like the feathers, darling, like the feathers. Like the vellum. I know you said the 12 by 12 pad's going to be where it's at with this one. Wait till you see the vellum. It's going to knock your socks off, right? There are some absolutely outstanding samples. Some of the things our designers have done with this collection, I have not seen done with any other collection before. It is that phenomenal, right? Now, I'm going to walk you through everything that is in the range so that you can see, and then I'll let Ben explain what's in what, what's in the bonus buy, what's in the showstopper, everything like that, but you're going to need it all, okay? The papers. Now, have you noticed, Ben, that we've started putting one of these at the back of a lot of the paper pads these days? So you've got like a nice topper piece. Look how vibrant. When you see a B track like that, you just know how vibrant the colours are going to be, okay? Now, it is one of our 36 sheet pads, which means you're getting 3 of each of 12 beautiful designs. What I would say in this one, more so than any other design that we've done, the colours are richer.
Yeah.
They're deeper, and it's just the nature of the Kingfisher. We did a Nature's Garden range a few years ago. I can't remember the name of which one it was, when the colours were a lot richer. I'm trying to think. It'll come to us. But all I can remember is it sold out in the week. Like the paper pad sold out in the day, and that sold out in the week.
This is going to disappear.
Because we don't get much this rich.
Yeah.
And the florals, they're just absolutely to die. I mean, you know how papers are incredible and just getting better and better. But you know, ones where you see the birds in flight, they're wonderful. Either as background papers, or you've got your beautiful Kingfishers if you want to use them as the centerpieces. Now, there's your 12 by 12. I'm going to show you the 6 by 6 as well, so that you can see the patterns. Again, we've done the small ones, and on the whole, these designs are the same but kind of smaller.
Okay.
Right, because it works. So these are a whole card front ready to go, whereas your 12 by 12s are the ones that you're going to cut into for your different shapes and styles of cards. Okay, and they do all work on both sizes, right? Oh, I'm going through a little bit fast there, but you get the look at them. Aren't they just incredible, right? So there's your 6 by 6 as well as your 12 by 12.
Yeah.
The vellum, if ever there was a collection that lent itself perfectly to working with vellum, this is the collection, right?
Yeah.
Look at how vibrant. Look at how vibrant those colours are. And even when you take just the sheet, you can see the vibrancy. Those are the ones that lend themselves really, really well to being vellum. I mean, are you absolutely kidding, right?
Wow.
So the vellum is 150 GSM,
okay,
right? And you get 24 sheets, and obviously the vellum's single-sided because it's translucent. So it's got to work both sides. So it looks more translucent if you take it from the back, but just giving you an idea of some of the designs, they are phenomenal, right? So that's the vellum. And then finally, while I'm on the cards and papers, I might as well show you the linen card, because I want you to see the colours, and I want you to see them how they work with them papers, because I think when the colours are, when it's a really vibrant colour palette like this, it's more important than ever to have the right linen cardstock to match it, because chances are you won't have this sort of depth and shade and colour in the, can you see?
So rich.
So you probably won't have shades this rich in a regular linen card pad. So I know some people are always like, well, do I need these colours or not? With this one in particular, I would say it's a resounding yes, okay? So that's your linen card pad, and you can just see there how well they work with it. You can see all the different colours. So look at that, because I've put that on top of the fuchsia, it's brought them colours out a little bit more, but you still don't lose the intensity in the blues, do you not? Whereas take it over on some of the deeper blues and you get a completely different look behind your vellum.
Yeah.
Really good. And I'm going to be walking you through all of this over the course of both the wake-up call and the show, right? Now, in terms of our extras, I did talk about those 3 tri-blend pens, okay? So in there, you're going to get the gold, sunflower and the bud green. You've got the magenta, the crimson, the orange, the evergreen. Obviously, we've got the Kingfisher, as you would expect, and the navy, right? So between them, Ben, I think it's all the stuff you need to do, your landscapes as well as your Kingfishers.
Yes.
And I'll be doing loads of demonstrations with them over the course of the day. We have got a big pack of feathers.
Oh, wow.
And we've gone for seam binding ribbon in this collection in the beautiful deep shades that perfectly match in with that cardstock pad. And then let me go through all of the hardware, as it was, all of the beautiful dies that we've got in here. Now, that lovely big showstopper die that I said about is this one here. Look at the detail. And honestly, it is detail like nothing else.
Unreal.
We've tried to put detail so that you could colour it. We've put detail that would lend itself well to paper piecing. It's been a beautifully hand illustrated die, really gorgeous. One of the cards I'm going to be doing for you today. Look at that.
Amazing.
Even just, so that's on like a roundel front, how beautiful is that, right? Just as a black and white, even better if you start and colour it. Now, you've got a lovely edgeable on this one here, right? So that's called the blossoming floral border. Now, in terms of the actual Kingfishers, we've done 2. So we've done the sitting Kingfisher, which is called Blue Lightning, and we've got Flying Gem, which is your Kingfisher in flight. Both of them, you get the main die and also you get that stamp.
The stamp, yeah.
So what I would say is brilliant on watercolour card, these. Now, we've done a nice scene. So you've got like a scene, so if you want to place your Kingfisher into a scene, you've got that.
Beautiful.
There is the one I was talking to you about. I love this die. I'm going to use it in my first demonstration. You've got all of your accessory pieces from around you, so you can build your scenes. There is that big set. So I said, if you want to build this up here, you've got all the different layers you could build up with so many of your different ink pads. We've got all the nice sentiments that are going to finish that off as well. We've done a range of silhouette stamps. So you know that lovely scene that I showed you, Ben, where I've done the watercolour background stamp on? That was done with the
So
silhouettes.
effective.
And finally, you've got that lovely one big showstopper piece that is the 3D.
Everyone's talking about that folder, I tell you.
Oh, it's beautiful. Wait till I get to my demos with that. That might be, if I don't get into it in this show, it'll be in the launch day, but you've got me for 4 hours, guys. Got loads to show you.
Yeah, loads and loads. Again, if there's anything that particularly you want to see, if you want more sort of pick and flicks with the paper pads, do let us know. But I know we are exceptionally busy so far. Loads of chat about that embossing folder. I love the splash effect, says Mo, on that embossing folder. Trish is in saying, excited for this day. I've already ordered a few bits this morning. Hi also to Christine Mahoney, who's in. Look out. Paper pads will be flying. Kirsty D joins us saying, good morning everyone from a crazy office in Teesside. Not only am I administrator / office manager, I'm now a puppy sitter. My brother's puppy is causing bedlam here with Cleo, the mam's dog. Well, listen, it sounds like you're doing like producer Nicholas has gone, send us pictures. Feel free to send through pictures of puppies on a Friday. Mo says, I love that embossing folder. And Lillian says, good morning, hello, Sarah and Ben. I haven't bought anything this week, so I can buy all of the Kingfisher and the extras. Remember, it's the showstopper. That's where you get the best value for money. You get everything with the biggest saving. Everything Sarah's just taking you through. You get all of that hardware, all of the stamps, all of the dies, the stencils, that gorgeous embossing folder, the 12x12, the 6x6, the vellum, the ribbon, the feathers, those tricolour aquas you're going to be receiving as well. And look at that price. Amazing value for money. You've got your free shipping there as well, of course, £116 or £159.20. And then basically your 2 showstoppers, everyone's going to get more of the paper. Guaranteed they're going to get more. And listen, with the bonus buy, again, we always do this for as long as we can, but obviously the bonus buy affects the stock of the showstopper. What is going to be the causing problem this time is the 8x8 vellum. So what I would say, and I always say, you guys know that I do, if you want to get the bonus buy, get it this morning with the showstopper, because we can't guarantee that the bonus buy is something that we're going to be able to do right throughout the day. We've had instances recently where it's been so busy, by the time we get about 10, 15 minutes into launch day, we're having to shut down the bonus buy. So get the showstopper if you can in Wake Up Call with the bonus buy. Don't hang around, because I can guarantee it won't be on all day. Bonus buy 1 is the one which you'll all go for. You're going to get this, absolutely. Get the showstopper, and then you pop the Kingfisher pad and Kingfisher paper pad, the 4-piece collection, into your basket. That price is halved. So what is that? $22.50, isn't it? Or $31. That's before your Club Inspired discount, of course, as well. So it's going to come down even lower for you. And then you've got the second bonus buy, which is all of the embellishments. So that includes your feathers. You'll get another set of. You'll get another set of your ribbon. You'll also get the glitter as well. You've got some iridescent glitter included in there too, which I don't think we had.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mention it.
No, I don't think you had that over there.
No, it's really
over
lovely.
Here. It's over here. Here it is.
I've got me glitter.
Oh, you got it, have you?
I've got. This is the pot. It's a massive pot of glitter.
There you go. So you get another pot of that, and you'll also get another set of your tricolour aquas as well. So there it is, bottom of the screen for the embellishments, £23 or $34. You can halve that basically, so that's £11.50 or $17. But go quickly, friends, because it's already a busy start to the day. Feel free to ask questions, anything that you want to see. Feel free to send in any pics as well. Maybe you have got lovely pictures of Kingfishers where you are that you can send in to us. We would love to build a gallery over the course of the show. Lillian says, Ben, are the stock levels taking a dive? Taking a dive. Yeah. I want to see more of that splash embossing folder, says Jill. Well, do not worry. We will be seeing that. Oh, we're going to be doing that. We are going to be doing that.
Well, not this demo, but I'm on it today.
On it today. Right. Get as many of those paper pads as you possibly can, because they are so busy already this morning. You might want to get around about 16, which, did you know, 16 minnows is what a kingfisher needs to eat each and every day just to survive. That's your first fact of the day. I've already got one brilliant fact as well, which Sarah's going to love. Right, I'll put this out there.
Is she?
Yeah, you will love this one.
Oh, go on.
What has a kingfisher got to do with your recent trip to Japan? Find out later on. Got a good fact.
Find out later on.
Yeah.
Coming up later on Crafters TV.
That'll keep people tuned in, won't it, Sarah?
That's exactly what that's going to do, guys. No one's going anywhere now. They didn't even go for a wee. They're there with bated breath, waiting to know what a kingfisher has got to do with my recent trip to Japan. Yeah. Never mind my outstanding demonstrations that are coming up later on. They didn't know them. We all want to know that. Right. I'm going to crack on and do some amazing demonstrations as I've been promising them that. We've got to start with the stamping, right? Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I've got my Kingfisher in flight. This is it here. Remember, you get the stamp and also the die set in with it, right? Now, I'm using the waterproof dye ink because you are getting in the set the exact right colours of your tricolour aqua.
Okay.
Now, I've chosen to use my 8x8 stamping platform, Ben, just in case anything went wrong with my stamping.
Yeah.
And I didn't stamp it perfectly, but, you know, I did, so we're all good. Right, so here we go. I've done it onto watercolour card. I actually might leave it onto this board. I might see if James can get in nice and close.
Okay.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to start off colouring like the underside of the Kingfisher. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go with my darkest shade all down here, right? So I'm doing direct to paper.
Okay.
And then I'm going to come in with the lemony shade underneath, or that you can see just how juicy it is, right? And then just bringing a slightly damp water brush, just agitating that and blending them all together, Ben. You get that lovely sip. It's not difficult. No. It's just you just agitating it and blending it together. Go on, we'll go a bit closer still, James, I reckon. Right. Oh. So watch this. So, now I want to hope I get it right. Maybe it's not too close because I did try and bodge my nails earlier and I haven't done the best job in the world.
Close enough, but not too close, James.
Right. So what I love is, can you see I'm using the accuracy of the brush nibs, and I'm doing the old flicking technique coming in, and I'm going to flick one shade into the next, one into the next. But then I'm going to, again, you can see just how vibrant those colours are. I'm going to just bring a damp brush and just blend it further, bringing that right into the end. Look at that. Oh,
that's incredible.
Now notice I've only done a little bit of it at a time. Yeah. And that's because I didn't want it to have a chance to dry, right? So I'm going to go the same again. I'm going to flick in a little bit of the dye. This is why you need the full set, guys, because we have picked out exactly the right colours for what you need for your Kingfisher.
I'm enjoying seeing you work the pens this way, because normally when we see like watercolour pens, you guys normally put them straight to the mat or straight to the glass mat and work off there. So it's nice to see this is a different way to use them.
Yeah, you know, it's not, the good thing is you can do them so many different ways. I have to say, of all the pens that we have in the collection, these are the ones, if you're a beginner, these are the best ones to start with. Yeah. Right? These are the ones where I always say to people, if you just want to get going, this is the best way to get started because they're easier for you to work with, right? So look at that. I'm literally just flicked a few colours in together. You don't have to worry about what blends, what doesn't. Trust me, they're all going to work. Look at that. If we put the colours together in that set, they're going to work beautifully well.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then finally, I'm going to come in a little bit round his head now. So if you want it a little bit lighter, just put less pen on. So if you notice, I coloured most of that with pen, so it's really, really deep. This one, I've put a little bit of pen, and then I'm blending it out with the water brush, because you've got a great quality watercolour card. Yeah. Then you've got that lovely lighter finish to it. Same with it, going to bring a little bit on his beak. I'm just going to put a little bit of the orange coming through there. Notice I'm always taking the excess off on the side of my hand so that we're not too wet onto there, right? You know, always add a little bit more. So look at that, I'm looking at that and I'm going a little bit more around here, so we'll just add a little bit more specking like that. Blend it out and you get that lovely. So can you see I'm deciding we're going really dark.
The good thing as well is if you go online and do a bit of research, I mean that for me is like the traditional Kingfisher. Yeah. But there's loads of different colours of Kingfishers, 116 varieties in fact. So there's plenty of chance for you to play with your colours.
116 varieties
across
of Kingfishers.
Yeah.
Who would have known? I tell you what, we're all going to be stato by the end. Do you know what we should do? Yeah. Run a quiz at the end of launch day. Let's run a quiz and let's see who's been paying attention to Ben's interesting facts.
The sad news is, with me and my memory, I'll give you all these stats now and then I'll do the quiz and I'll probably get 0 because I'll have forgotten them all.
Right, so let's have a look. I'm going to cut my Kingfisher out. I'm going to pop this down here, all right? Going to pop this into here. I am hearing from lovely Nicola, who's our producer today. You guys are loving the Kingfisher collection.
Yeah, you are.
And you haven't even seen me best demos yet, right? I'm just getting started. not that I'm wanting to blow my own trumpet, but as you can tell, I'm very excited about the cards I've made with the Kingfisher
I always feel like Sara
collection.
takes us on a journey with her demos, you know, starts you off, lulls you into a false sense, and by the end, all singing, all dancing.
That is what I try and do. So look at that.
That's
Loving
incredible.
my Kingfisher, right? Now, he needs a lovely background,
Yes.
right? So, watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to get fancy. I've seen Leanne do this with cling film.
Oh, yes.
Right? So, let's have a little look. I'm going to have a bit of blue.
Yep.
I'm going to have a little bit of pink.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And I'm going to have some nice, vibrant yellow.
Okay.
Right. I haven't done this before. I've just seen Leanne
What,
do
you're doing it for the first time on live TV?
Yeah.
What you like?
Yeah. So I'm
Yes, James.
James!
Director James.
Go on, you're going to have to repeat that one. That is exciting.
James said you could say that Sara's doing this demo on the fly.
Yes!
Yes,
she
James.
is. Right, I hope this is right.
Okay.
So I'm just going to wet them a little bit more, right?
Uh-huh.
Now, all she did, let's have a look. I wonder if I need different ones for different colours, right? I'm going to cut my cling film in half. Oh, I'm feeling the pressure now.
I'm trying to remember.
Right.
Oh, so
So all she did is she had this, right?
Right.
And then she, like, picked it up and did the... Oh, yes, she did that. That looks so good. That looks so good.
Nice.
Right? So she put a bit of that colour down.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of go into the next
That looks
one.
like the splash of the water again.
Oh, yes, it does.
That is a cool effect.
And then I'm going to pick up the yellow.
Yeah.
Put the yellow in. Now, you know what I'm thinking? They've all blended into each other.
Yeah.
So maybe if I did it on a bit of card, so let's have a little look, and I didn't... How big was my card? I'll cut another piece down, 5 by 5, right? I'm going to trim another piece, and I'm going to try it without the water on.
Okay.
And see if it makes a difference.
Right.
Right? Live on air, guys, live crafting as we go on through. So,
love this.
Right, 5 by 5.
If this is a good demo, Sara will be fishing for compliments at the end.
Hasn't she already been? She's not paying. Don't wait till the end, Ben. I've been setting my stall out quite. Oh yes. Do you know I like it without wet into wet? I think that's even better.
Nice, actually. Yeah.
And then yes, into the. Oh, now I'm going to get in a bit of purple going on.
Oh, hello.
So a bit of purple into there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm liking the purple.
This is good. First time effort.
And then I'll get my new colour with the yellow. So bear in mind, I did wet these. Oh yes, this is the one. So not pre-wet. I mean, I do like the pre-wet as well, but I like this. And the black. Yes.
That's brilliant, Sara.
That is. Yes. Someone ring Leanne. Oh no, she's away on a cruise. Someone ring Leanne and just tell her that I was a good student and I paid attention really, really well. Right? So let's have a little look. Now, normally I wouldn't clean up like this because I would want to reuse that thing to do a few backgrounds. But as we're live on air, then I'm wanting to move on. So look at the difference, right? There's the one where it had the water. There's the one not in the water. Just so you know if you can do the two, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, that on there, right? That's one thing. However, right? Remember that die that I absolutely loved? Look at this, right? So if you take that die that I absolutely love, Ben, right?
Yes.
Die, cut that out onto the two different ones. Now, I've already done it, so you can see. Look at that. Got these cut out, right? Now, get your dotty out, right? Get your dotty tape pen.
Yes.
And I think, do you think the pink on top? Oh, yeah.
So if we have do the other way?
So there's the pink on the blue, right?
Right.
Or there's the blue on the
worse?
pink.
I was going to say the other way, but Nicola likes it that way.
Let's go pink on the top because you've got blue in the Kingfisher, right? So I'm going to go... Now, look what I'm doing. I'm being ever so gentle, right? And I'm taking a little bit at a time because this is linen card. Like, this is what I'm trying to avoid there, right?
By the way, though, how handy is that die across so many collections? Like your Nature's Garden collection. I mean, that is just such a versatile die, isn't it?
Well, that's it. It's not Kingfishery.
No.
So it doesn't have to be Kingfishery. Let's have a little look. I didn't want you that close. I wanted you a slightly bit more offset. Looking a little bit more artsy. Do you know what? I like stuff like this because it makes you look arty if you're a Sara and not a Sheena.
Right, yeah. Okay.
So, you know, there's something for everybody. And then look what I've done. I've gutted my card, which is why I needed to measure and make sure the right piece was the right size.
Okay.
And that is just going to go all around the outside. Now, I'm thinking we might have to do a Craighill bagel on this.
Oh, all right.
Might have to foam pad it up.
Okay.
Right? So that needs a couple of little tiny foam pads. Good job. We have a lot of little tiny foam pads. You know I'm a glue gel kind of gal, yeah, but I'm making an exception today, right? So, these are the long thin strips.
If you want 3D glue gel, by the way, we do have a deal later on a masterclass of the
do we?
all-purpose, the tacky and 3D in a six-piece bundle, all the glues. Anne says, is Sara winging this demo?
No, she's actually not. Well, I suppose I was at times, wasn't I?
It's another pun, though. It's another winging.
I know, and I was going in to defend myself, and then actually now I think you're right. There was a bit of wing in it.
Is Sara already ignoring my puns? She is, Nicola, is she, on purpose? You got another 3.5 hours of this.
Yeah.
I started everybody else off as well.
Look at us. Right. So, right, there we go. Little foam pad. That was a good choice, actually, having that long, thin foam pad. Can
I just say as well, you have impressed a lot of people with the cling film technique. A lot of love for that. A lot of love. Thank you.
I did just, it's not my technique, I did see Leanne do it. It was one of the Crafters TV shows. I was watching in my office one day and I was like, oh, what's she doing there?
Yeah.
Talk about under pressure, Ben. I kind of get me foam pads off. So
well, I can read a few comments whilst you're doing that.
It's all right, I'm going to stick extra tape over the top.
Oh, okay.
By the way, you can always do that because then you get the benefit of the foam, but you don't have to peel the back off.
That's it. You get the height and dimension. Mike Sepper's just got it. He says, Mike, so it doesn't say Mike at all. He says, Sara and Ben, showstopper and bonus buy, flying to NYC.
Nice.
Nice, Mike. Nice.
Like what you did there.
And Betty Gossel says, I wasn't going to order this set, but ...
But you saw Sara's amazing colouring in with the Kingfisher and you thought, I'm going to have to get some cling film out as well. I would need to do that card.
A lot of people say they want to try that technique with bubble wrap as well.
Yeah. Oh,
why not? Do it.
I'm all about that. Right, they're much happier with me for 3D. By the way, if you ever do that, remember what I always tell you, squeeze a little bit out the edge, then put the lid on so then it won't go hard in the tin, right? So I'm going to go with that. Right, Ben, I've also used my edgeable, and I've done the edgeable in 2 colours, and as long as everyone can see what I'm doing, that was my main part of my demonstration.
That was incredible.
I'm just going to pop the card together now so you can all see what I'm doing, and Ben can chitter-chatter with you and give you
I'll tell you,
more facts.
10% of the showstopper has already gone.
Oh, love it.
Love it. It is buzzy. Let us know if you are going for it. Let us know which of the bonus buys you've got. Have you got the bonus buy and then decided you need more of this paper? Obviously, you can do that if you want. You're not limited to showstopper and then 1 extra set of the paper and that's it, half price. You can buy more if you want, but just remember, the more of those kind of bonus buys go, the more of the card pack goes with that vellum. That is going to limit the amount of those that we can do because it's the vellum that's the deciding factor today. So get in nice and early. I know loads of you are absolutely doing that. And another thing to mention, of course, you can get both those extra buys. You can get more of the ribbon, more of that beautiful glitter as well.
You want the ribbon, trust me, the ribbon,
and the
feathers, they're fabulous.
As well.
And in the embellishment collection, like £11 something or whatever.
£11.50 half price.
Yeah, Howie, come on.
Howie, that's before your Club Inspired discount as well.
Look at this. And the papers just knock it out the park. Yeah. Right, now, if you're doing your flat matting and layering, you want your all-purpose.
Okay.
So I'm like little Miss Glue Central here, aren't I?
You are.
Get the right glue for the job, right?
Yeah.
And because what it is that gives me the time, it gives me that manoeuvrability.
Yeah.
I think I might go with my Centura Pearl. So this is Centura Pearl. So I'm just using the Centura Pearl, and this is actually A3 Centura Pearl I've cut together now.
Okay.
Because what I'm doing is I'm doing it, got one on the inside, one on the front. This is what I mean about, look at that, how fabulous is that on the inside? And I've cut the paper so that you've got that lovely big Kingfisher as the central piece.
Stunning that.
Always gutting the card, guys, because we don't need to waste any of our extra card stock. It's the paper that looks good. You need a little bit of that linen card. That 1 pack of linen card will last you for ages, right? So that's going to go up on there. And then this one, now look at this, you see, this got the lovely Kingfisher in the background, but it's that one there that I was wanting to use as the focal piece, right? Now my flat sticking, I'm going back to my tape pen.
Yeah.
And I'm also going to go cross hatch. So I went across on this piece and I went down on that piece so that when I stick them two together, you've got the benefit of glue onto glue sticking really, really effectively, right? Then we're going to do, again, use our 3D glue gel just to raise this up. So a couple of nice globules on the background. It just means that you've got to be careful with it while it's still drying.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to pop that down on there. And also it means I can have this flat and that raised up because it's only that piece that needs to raise up to hold the stopper, right? I've got a nice little bow on there. The seam binding ribbon is just gorgeous for tying your bows, right? Nice little bow on there. And then this is going to be that lovely showcase piece, and I think I'll go flat with that. I've put the glue gel on there. I'm going to try really hard to just go around the outside with my tape so I don't flatten it too much.
Yeah.
Probably should have done my matting and layering first. But the good thing is, guys, when you're doing this at home, you will not be working, you'll not be having to do it live on TV. Right?
You won't.
You won't. So you'll have the time, you can wait for it to dry. How nice is that background? I'm in love with that.
We are very impressed with that. Look at that.
And then
one of those
little
sentiments.
birthday wishes sentiment can drop up there on the top. Looking good. Going to pop under there. Right. Now I've got loads of techniquey stuff like this to show you. That is literally just the start, Ben. And bear in mind, you've got dodgy punny guy over in the corner and delightful demonstration lady in this corner here for a whole 4 hours today.
Delightful demonstration lady and dodgy punny guy.
You let us know in the comments if you can come up with better names for us.
That is brilliant. Dodgy punny guy. Ordered it, says Betty, for the bits that I love the Kingfisher. You know what? As much as the majority of you are getting the full showstopper, getting those bonus buys, we'll recap on everything in just a bit. You can pick and choose from the collection as well, so you, of course, do that. Mo saying, I need to pair the Kingfisher with the fuchsia flowers. Oh, yes, that would be a great crossover. That would.
Yes, you do.
And as we said, a lot of the dies and the stamps that you've got in this collection, and indeed the papers and the colours, you'll be able to cross over with other collections from the Nature's Garden range, so absolutely do that. Sarah Brown saying, absolutely stunning, Sarah. Good morning from Wisconsin, says Linda. I won a jackpot at the bingo on Wednesday. Now I can buy more Crafter's Companion. Here we go, look, always get popped in so you can... There you go. Don't forget, you'll be voting for your favourite at the end of the show. Right, over 10% of the showstopper gone. Let's get you to check out. It's already super busy. If you've been waiting for a break in the show, we will give you that now. When we come back, more demonstrations, and also you'll find out why a Kingfisher has something to do with Sara's recent trip to Japan. You'll come back just to find out, won't you? We'll see you in a minute.
We get to know people from places and walks of life that we wouldn't come across in our everyday life if it wasn't for Crafters TV and doing what we do.
I got so many lovely comments from people when I started doing the presenting, and it was just really such a lovely feeling. And it's nice that people keep messaging in. You know, we see the same people. We know you can build up that kind of relationship with those people. So it's just the fact that people like what we do and they're pleased. And I do love it when people send us photographs of the items that they've made.
We talk about customers, but really they go in as a customer, come out as a friend. The support that I get is amazing. The messages I get are amazing.
Me personally, it is personal interaction. I've never had the best of health. I've always been open about that with our viewers at Crafters TV. So many people are in the same situation as me health-wise. Other people have got a completely different health issues. They understand and they relate to what I'm going through, what others are going through. So whether we interact on a crafting basis or whether we interact on a health basis, a personal basis, we're all there to support one another. It is incredible.
The reaction of viewers when they come to meet us is worth all of the early mornings when we have to get up for our early morning shows.
Some of the customers come on as craft ambassadors and things like that, craft along with us, and being able to actually chat with them on air. I love it. I really love that connection with them.
We've had lots of shows where we've done like craft alongs, especially where we've had viewers craft along with us. We had a particular viewer, Joy, who joined us once before, and she literally made me cry on air, and Joe, because the things she said about us, it really was quite humbling that there are people out there that watch us and invite us into their living rooms and really treat us like family.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to show you how to check out Crafters TV on our sparkling new website, including how to watch live, catch up with previous shows, and how to view the latest schedules. So, let's get started. First, go to the Crafters Companion homepage. Select the correct location at the top of the page. Click the Crafters TV icon on the top right-hand side of your screen. To watch the show live on the website, click the Watch Now button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the relevant show page where you can watch the show, shop the show, and shop the day at your leisure. To view the Crafters TV schedule, click the View Our Schedule button in the middle of your screen. You'll be taken to the TV schedule where you can browse each date plus all of the shows that are on that day. You can then click on each show to be taken to a page where you can watch and shop the show. If you want to catch up on a previous show, hit the Catch Up button on the purple Crafters TV bar. Then you can scroll down to see all of the previous Crafters TV shows from recent days. If you're looking for something specific, you can click the Craft Expert, Craft Area, Shows and Date filters just above the list of shows. Take a moment to browse until you see the show you want to catch up on, then click onto the show. You'll then be taken to the catch-up page where you're free to watch the show and check out all of the crafty goodies on our Shop the Show and Shop the Day pages. Enjoy. Welcome back, everybody. They look different with a tash. They're doing that and I'm clean shaven, yeah. Nicola's a big fan of this, by the way, only for the rest of the month.
Sorry, not so much, guys, just in case you were wondering. I was like,
although this morning you did say that you...
But it's getting better.
It's getting better.
It's grown a bit.
Yeah.
Maybe we need an extreme close-up and let the viewers decide.
We don't need to get that close.
Go on.
No.
Go on.
No. She's only saying that. Sarah's only saying that because it's just a little bit patchy on the chin, and she wants you all to see like the patchy bits. Oh, just before we move on as well, Sarah, you know we were talking at the start of the show about a few of our viewers making the bags talk.
Yes.
Can we just get a clean bit of audio of you just saying, hello, I'm Sarah or something, because Sarah's going to do your bag. So if you just get a clean bit of audio of you just saying something and then she'll put it onto the bag. So,
well, what else should I say about other than hello, I'm Sarah?
Hi, I don't know. Just say, I'm
ready.
Okay, you got something? Not too long though, you know.
Are you ready?
Go.
Hello, I'm Sarah and I do amazing craft demonstrations.
Brilliant.
Slightly dodgy?
No, I like that.
Right, we've got
Yep. Thank you. I can't wait to see the bag. And Caroline says, Sarah is the luxurious, lovely lady demonstrator.
Oh, boom. Yes, take that, whatever it was. Yep. Luxurious lady, whatever.
Luxurious, lovely lady demonstrator.
Nice.
Yeah, we like that. And Mo says, showstopper, tick, added paper bundle, tick. Just before I show you through it all, by the way, well over 10% of the stock gone now. What has a Kingfisher got in common with Sarah's recent trip to Japan? Well, Kingfishers, as I'm sure you will all know, like me, have a very kind of streamlined beak, right? So when they dive in to get the fish, usually minnows or sticklebacks...
which they need 16 of every day just to survive.
16 minnows every day. Hey, she's listening. They're able to dive into the water because the beak is so streamlined to be able to pick up the fish. The bullet train in Japan...
Yes.
Picked up on how streamlined this Kingfisher's beak was and how fast they're able to go into the water, that they sort of replicated almost the design of the Kingfisher's beak on the front of the bullet train so that they can go so quickly.
Wow. Do you know what the Japanese word for the bullet train is?
Come on.
The Shinkansen.
The what?
The Shinkansen.
Shinkansen?
Shinkansen. And I'm not making it up, that's like true. Just in case you were wondering.
And just in case you're wondering, I'm not making up these facts either, in case that was what you were meaning there. My facts are all true, as was, what's it called? This?
Shinkansen.
Shinkansen. You're welcome, everybody. That's on my test later, says Nicola. Nobody else's, just mine. Right, quick look through, because I know you guys are desperate to see more demos. The showstopper is everything that I'm showing you here, but I'll do it in sort of smaller bundles as well. The paper pad, as you can see, is just stunning. Again, really rich, beautiful colours. The artwork of the Kingfisher as well, I just think is exceptional. And particularly, you know, papers like this, you've got loads of snippability again. So if you want to snip in and kind of make smaller cards with these, you can. That's not to say you have to, because you've got your 6x6 pad included in there too. You've also got the matching B-side on these as well. So you've got plenty of opportunity for all of your different mats and layers. But as always, the artwork is fantastic. The colours are amazing. And the depth and detail that you get into each and every single sheet, the more you look into these, the more you see. I mean, you just couldn't ask for a more beautiful paper pad. You're going to get a 6x6 pad, of course, as well. 37 sheets here too, because in the back of this one, as in the 12x12, you get the little sheets of the sentiments as well, so you can snip into those, pop those onto your projects. So again, it's just a nice little added extra that you get that extra sheet, single-sided, of course, of all of your sentiments in your 6x6 and 12x12. Then, of course, you've got that gorgeous vellum pad. 8x8 is the size there. Again, all of the colours replicating the designs that you've got as far as your papers are concerned. And then you've got this gorgeous vellum, not vellum, the linen pack as well. And again, the colours here are just absolutely phenomenal. And wherever you kind of choose as far as the colours are concerned in your pad, they just line up and work absolutely beautifully. Nicola loves this game. Pick a page. There we go. I'll pick a page there. But look, you can see matchy, no worries at all. You don't have to go kind of ferreting around your craft room to find cardstock that's going to match, because you've got it all there included. That is in the showstopper. That in essence is your paper bundle as well. So if you decide to go for that as your bonus buy, you'll get another set of all of that for half price. Then you've got the embellishments. So you'll get a pot of the iridescent glitter. You'll also get your set of tricolour aquas as well. All of these colours, of course, these have been picked to work with all of the colours you've got in your paper pads, for you to be able to create all of the different beautiful colours of your Kingfisher as well. And of course, you'll get all of the different gradients of colour when you add your water, and be able to mix and create different colours too. Then you're going to get your seam binding ribbon. Again, no accident, that matches up perfectly. And then your pack of fantastic feathers too. So all of this in the showstopper. That there, though, plus your iridescent glitter, is your embellishment pack, which again you can add as a bonus buy to get more of that. Once you get the showstopper, you'll get that half price. And then you've got all of your hardware. I mean, incredible here. This is gorgeous. This one's called In Flight. If you want to go for these individually, this is that gorgeous creator card where you can lift the wing of the Kingfisher up. You'll also get your outer die there as well if you want to cut that out as a panel. I'll give you all the names of these as well in case you want to build up your own bundle. You've got your blossoming floral border in here. 2 stamp and die sets. So this one is the Flying Gem. And then the Kingfisher perched on the branch there is actually called Blue Lightning. Then you've got that gorgeous embossing folder, which is by the river. This one here is the beautiful die that Sara just used in that last demo, the entwined wreath. And again, you can see crossover here across loads and loads of different collections. Yes, that will work with the Kingfisher as equally as it will work with loads of other collections that you'll have. You've got your river reed. So again, that's a beautiful stamp and die set. You've got this stunning stencil set here, which is called your beautiful blossom stencils. So use all of those together to create that wonderful finished bouquet. You've got all occasions, so that's all of those gorgeous sentiments. Again, covering off from birthdays to more generic things, so things like for someone special. You've got a retirement sentiment in there too, thinking of you. This set here, I think, will absolutely come into its own. That nature silhouette, that one, again, absolutely perfect. If you like to create your own backgrounds, as we saw a little bit earlier on, watercolour backgrounds, and then building those scenes up, just stamping that in black, I can think is going to look amazing. And then you've also got this one here, which everybody is talking about, that gorgeous 3D folder, which is called... Halcyon Days. Halcyon Days. That is that gorgeous Kingfisher with the water splash. Looks incredible. Everything there is the Essentials collection. But everything else I've just shown you added onto that is your showstopper. £116 platinum, £159.20, well over, heading towards 20% of the stock gone there. And remember, get the showstopper, add the bonus buy-in, card and paper, embellishments, you'll get those half price, but just whilst we can, because as I said, it is that vellum that's going to be meaning that later on down the line, usually in launch day it happens, we go no more bonus buy, so go as quick as you can. Janet's got the showstopper and the paper bonus, and Hannah says the A sides are beautiful, but the B sides also super usable. And Sarah Brown says, I wanted to thank Sara while she's here today. I so appreciate that Sara and her team have Tara and her team have been receiving my orders within weeks of ordering, and I follow it on the new site. So thank you to Sara for letting us Aussie people order from the best company in the world.
Oh,
That's from
brilliant.
Sarah.
Listen, I have to say, you obliterated our stock last week on the outlet sales, so the warehouse are like, oh, like this trade. So whereas we were priding ourselves on packing like the same day or the next day, we're a couple of days behind on that now, but they promised me they'll be caught up by the end of this week. So we're still oodles better than we used to be, guys, with the new systems in place. But yeah, in case you think, oh, what? Normally order on a Monday, I get it on a Wednesday now. Yeah, just by next week, we'll be right back up there, guys, I promise. But yeah, I love that we've had a lot of love for the new website.
Is that card you've got there, is that that amazing embossing folder?
Yes.
Wow.
Right. So, Ben was telling me there's been a lot of feedback about the amazing embossing folder, right? So I've got a couple of cards. This is one of the ones that Nicole in our team has done. She is an outstanding, I mean, she's one of our top card designers, and I love this. So how about you bear with me? I'm going to try and replicate something like this, right? I won't be able to do this, but I'm going to try and show you how she's achieved them techniques.
Okay, I'm well up for that.
Yeah.
Don't look like that. I saw the face.
I know, but normally I show you the card and say this is the card I'm going to make. I know I can't do it at this level, but I can show you the technique that she's done, and if you keep practicing, you can totally get there. Like.
Well, I'm sure you can. The luxurious, lovely lady demonstrator. I've got your back on this one.
But I also really like this as well. So look at this other one that we've got,
yeah.
right? Love that one there. And whose is this one? This is Lisa's. And look what she's done. Can you see, if you're getting really close on there, she's also used some of our glitter markers. And she's done like accent pieces with the glitter markers.
Oh, yeah.
He'll come in for the close-up any second. I love this down here with all of the special effects. Right, so keep going. Nice and close on the Kingfisher. And we'll go and have a little look. Oh, I'm making him do it live. Oh, yes! Can you see that lovely, the glitter marker line? And how it just adds, even especially down here. Because this semi-opaque as well, the gold glitter on the blue looks incredible.
Yeah.
So I might borrow a little bit of that as well. That's the purpose of us having these cards here, guys, so that you can borrow little bits of them, right? Feeling the pressure.
No, don't be silly.
I am. You might have to talk a lot, because...
Okay.
Yeah, so
you
please
just give me the
comments in, otherwise we're going to have dodgy Kingfisher jokes, right? You're going to have to talk to Ben a lot while I do these. Right, 3D embossing folder this is. So the work is done in the embossing folder. Now, I'm going to work onto watercolour card. Cut myself a little piece of watercolour card. Thank you so much. Tracy just brought us a cup of tea. She must have known I was looking stressed. So the 3D embossing folder has got the work built in. You're going with your clear mat, your magnetic, and then your top plate.
Right.
We're going to send this through. Now that should give you a lovely, crisp, deep emboss. If you want it a bit deeper, you can always chuck in an extra shim, like an extra bit of card. Okay. Or you can pop in your metal embossing shim. But you should, yes, you should. This, I mean, outstanding.
Amazing.
You can just see it there, right?
That's amazing.
So what I'm going to do is first of all, I'm going to trim this down exactly the size, because I want it, can you see where we've got the end? I'm going to trim to the edge of the embossing.
I know you're going to obviously add colour to this, but I just appreciate that on the white cardstock, the detail and the depth of that emboss
looks lovely.
Incredible, isn't it?
It is, honestly. It's like I said, when you've got outstanding products, you kind of can't make a bad card with them.
Nah.
She says we haven't made one yet, right? So, right, I've pulled out the Duet ink pads, right? Because what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to try and get this bit of a halo around the Kingfisher. Yeah. Now, if you're using one brush with a couple of colours here, right, I'm taking off the excess here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to brush around the Kingfisher. All right. Now I know, because these are water-based, I can go over the edge as well. So I'm going round the outside of the Kingfisher, picking up a little bit more, coming round the outside here. Yeah. And I'm starting with one shade, because I can bleach it out with the next one. All right. So a little bit intensive around there, and then I'm going to build that up. So there's my first shading in there. Yeah. And then I'm going to go in a little bit more with the Midnight Mist. And then I'm going to step up, so I'm going to go deeper blue around the Midnight Mist. Can you see how they literally just work so beautifully complementary to each other? Absolutely. You've got that lovely shading around there. So this is giving me the halo, first of all. Okay. And usually, we use the halo from the outside of the card coming inwards, but I'm actually using it from the inside going outwards, and I've chosen to use the brush because I want that lovely soft brushed effect on it, right?
Okay.
So it's a little bit different. What I was going to do is normally I'd use the our ink applicators, but I don't want the ink applicator, I want the soft brushed effect, right? Then, next stage is I'm going to get the splatter, right? Actually, before I get the splatter, I might just come and try and put a little bit more. Let's have a little look. I'm going to go a little bit more intensive.
Okay.
A little bit. Yeah.
Just to say, if you want this on its own, this is called Halcyon Days, this embossing folder, and a lot of people are picking and choosing as well, which is absolutely fine. You know, if budget's a little bit smaller, you can pick and choose the different items that you want. I think obviously you're going to go a lot for the consumables, the papers, but this embossing folder, I think it's one of the best we've done. It is incredible. Halcyon Days, says Marianne, is definitely my favourite part of this collection, but I also love those foliage stamps as well. I mean, again, super versatile those, and you'll use them across loads of different collections. Great for creating your own backgrounds with as well, I think, those.
Well, I will use them as well then.
Oh, here we go.
Let's bring them in as well.
Always takes your requests, as our Sara, which I love.
Right, now I'm starting to rush a little bit and I'm losing that lovely effect, so don't you do that, guys. I want you to take your time and get it perfect, right? So I've built up a bit more intensity of colour, right? Now what I'm going to do is take a bit of colour out. So putting the water down, and these are going to react, because the duets, they're going to work a lot like a lot of your water reactive inks, in that you can take the ink out with them as well. So I want that lovely water kind of splattered effect there.
Okay.
And notice I'm putting different layers of the water on, because the longer the water's on, the more it'll kind of react with the stuff that's underneath there.
Yeah.
A little bit of cling film on, pop that down, and it takes that colour out. Yeah?
Beautiful.
So now we've got the kind of water splattery effect.
Yep.
What I am also going to do, because I'm going to replace the colour on this Kingfisher, is I'm just going to wet him down there.
Okay.
So that I can, because he's going to be, doesn't matter on the feathers, because the feathers are going to be blue, but the actual Kingfisher, I want the water out. And you see, I want to go back down to clear colour, because I'm going to add.
Oh, I see, colour in there.
So I'm just literally, it's like I'm washing it off.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just washing off the colour off the centrepiece there, because I want, and again, right down the edge here, I want that lovely halo, but I couldn't be bothered to mask off the Kingfisher. So, well, that's what I should have done really, is I should have masked it off, but it doesn't matter, because I showed you the cheap way.
As well, yeah.
Right? Okay, now, let's get that lovely tri-blend pen in. Now, what Nicole's done on hers here is she's alternated the colours of the feathers, right? And you've got 3 beautiful blues. So look what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the pen, because it's really intensive then. I'm just starting with the one colour pen.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take this and just wash this out all the way up onto there, right? Now, bear in mind, the watercolour wants to grab onto the cardstock. So I'm only working one of these at a time, right? The other option is, you can, I mean, I do like going straight onto here because it makes life a little bit easier, but you've got to work quickly one at a time like this.
Yeah.
Or you can put it down on the mat and pick it up and then work from that.
Okay.
Now, this is where now
you're going to get lost, aren't you?
Yep, and you're going to talk for me.
I am going to talk. Can't wait to see how to use those feathers, says Jeanette. I love the fact that we put feathers in. Not so often do we have collections where we've done that. I can think Masquerade Ball we did, didn't we? Swan Lake we did. But they're just a nice added element to add more sort of texture and detail to your projects as well. Cindy says, please, the Kingfisher Blue Aqua Marker must be made a permanent colour. And Cindy also saying, I absolutely love Ben's floral shirt and waistcoat, or his vests here in the US. Well, thank you for that. Very much appreciated. Thank you also to Jeanette, who says she's bought the Showstopper. And again, still loads of love coming through for this particular embossing folder as well. Halcyon Days, remember, is the name of this. If you want to pick this up as an individual, if you're making like a smaller bundle, then absolutely do it. Tricia says, I did pick and choose. So happy that I got this folder as well. Seeing this particular image of the Kingfisher there reminds me of the fact about Kingfishers. When they actually dive into the water, they close their eyes. Because they don't like
Do they?
Apparently so, yeah. So they're actually, when they go in to try and get the fish, they're actually fishing blind, as it were. Another interesting fact about kingfishers. I don't know how I've memorised all these.
I don't know how you've remembered.
Do you want another one?
Go on, yes.
So the baby kingfishers, so when like mummy or daddy kingfisher comes back, right, with the food, the little chicks, they actually queue up for the food. So when the first little chicks had like, you know, the little bit of tasty minnow, it goes to the back of the line, as it were, so it can like sit and digest its food, whilst the next one takes theirs and then goes to the back of the line. They queue up in an orderly fashion, apparently. Yeah.
Well, that is super cute.
It is super cute. I believe we're getting some pictures sent through as well, which we'll look forward to seeing a little bit later on. Ooh. 2 pictures of actual kingfishers. And a dog. Well, that's good. Do feel free to send in your pictures. I know a lot of people love to do bird watching. So why not? Absolutely. If you want to send in any pictures of kingfishers, we would love to see them. Were you counting then?
Yeah, I think because I was going 1, 2, 3 colour, 1, 2, 3 colour, and then because I started listening to your kingfisher crack, I think
Kingfisher crack.
Yeah, I think I got waylaid. But still, it's still looking nice.
It is.
Yeah, even if I waylaid on the counting.
And you're going in with the pen because is it just easier to follow the emboss rather than taking it off your mat and painting it on?
Yeah, I think so. And also, I think people like to see that you can go direct to paper.
You don't
like
see
this,
it that often,
quite
actually.
often we do it with the mat, don't we? And yeah. So.
Well, I think it's looking blooming marvellous so far.
Why, thank you. I mean, you always say that because you're always very nice to us.
Well, no. I do think it looks good. Again, if you want to go for the showstopper, very, very busy right now. It's been a busy old wake-up call show. Heading towards 20% of the stock gone of that showstopper. Remember, you can pick everything up just for £116. That's your platinum price, $159.20. So you got your free shipping there as well, and opening up that door to the bonus buy, where I know loads of you are going to be getting more of those beautiful papers. You get the 12 by 12, 6 by 6. Got the gorgeous linen and the vellum in there as well. And then if you want more of those feathers and the tricolours as well, the tricolour aquas, those are included in that embellishment kit, where you're going to get more of the ribbon and, of course, that beautiful iridescent glitter as well. I think this is looking absolutely marvellous. What say you in the comments? Let us know. Jerry Handley says, you sold me, Sara, on this gorgeous collection. I really wasn't planning on getting this, but having seen the colours and the versatility of the nature-based designs, it's too much temptation for Jerry, apparently.
There you go. It is a beautiful collection, guys. It really is. And then look at this. All I'm doing is the embossing folder is so fabulous on its own. Yeah. All I'm doing is following some of the embossing from the embossing folder now and then just painting in the lines. It could not be more simple.
Yeah, and again, I think, you know, having things like these embossing folders, if you are fairly new to colouring, similar to how we had those illustration embossing folders the other day. I always find that
they were really popular.
If you've got lines to work with or like an embossed detail to work with, it makes it easier to colour, doesn't it? Because it's almost like you've got the barriers there to help you get it all in the right place.
It really does, and where I'm going to keep wiping as I'm going. I'm going to try and keep my mat neat and clean so I don't spoil my finished one. Right, my Kingfisher. Yeah. He needs to be, look, I'm going to use these lovely oranges. Okay. And you can always add more depth and shade down there, remember, so let's have a little look on it. I'm trying to follow Nicole's here as I'm coming down. Right, here we go. So this is what I'm on about. Can you see the pen? Yeah. The pens are doing, because they're really accurate. I'm following the course of the pen, but then because you want the watercolour look, you can use the accuracy of the pen, but then you can add more shading in there. So now I can go down with more orange and more of a new shade, and you can pick that up and watercolour with it. Okay. So I'm going to take this into here like this, you see. So the yellow goes into there. Yeah. And then the orange shades the yellow into the orange.
What do you prefer, personally? Are you more watercolour, or are you more you're sort of about alcohol markers, or do you like a bit of both?
I do like both. I think they've got different uses. Yeah. I think this range really lends itself very, very well to looking great in the watercolour. So you want to be doing that watercolour with them, don't you? But you know the other ranges lend themselves really, really well to working with the others.
And isn't it great again with this collection? So you know within your tricolour aquas, you've got all of the colours again that you'll be using with this set, so you're not having to, you know, go around your craft room thinking, oh, which colours are going to work, because we've we've hand-picked them, Sarah, haven't we?
We have indeed. Well, I am, but the artists in our team have. That's the difference.
Yeah.
It's you're not kind of like hoping for the best and someone who's tried to work out the colours. Like the actual artists who've done all of the artwork on these are the ones that have done the work on drawing this. They've then put the colours together.
That's it. And again, you know, all the colours will work with the papers that you've got and the card stock. I just think, again, if you want to replicate this, take your time, have fun. Whether you're kind of beginner or more seasoned crafter, you're going to absolutely love working with this collection. We've done some fantastic Nature's Garden collections over the years, and I think this is, well, from what you guys are saying as well, and the fact that the showstoppers are flying out the door, fast becoming one of the favourites, it really is brilliant. And you know what I love so much, and I always say this when Sarah's on, I love it when Sara gets into proper, like, Sara demo mode. And don't take this the wrong way, but when Sara goes quiet. But no.
She really does.
No, you know what I mean? But then, like, Sara really gets her craft on. And, you know, it's great to see you, like, putting these demos together. I just absolutely love it. This is incredible.
I'm loving that.
Yeah.
It's just come together really nicely. I don't know what's gone on down here. I think I got my paper a little bit wet, so I'm just going to blend all of that together a little bit more.
Yeah.
See, and this is the beauty about watercolour. You can always go back in and adjust all of this, no problem, because you're just waiting for it to dry there. There we go. So that's nice there.
Beautiful.
And then if you wanted to add any of them, look, I got some of the glitter pens out.
Oh, yeah.
You could come in with these. Bear in mind, let me just check that that's... Yeah, so now if I wanted to add any extra bits down,
oh, nice.
I'm literally adding the glitter blue onto the outline pieces. Oh, I like this. I'm like doing a mix of Nicole's and whose was the other card? Taking all these ideas. I love it.
Of course, you've got your iridescent glitter as well, that you could add potentially, couldn't you?
Oh, I wonder if we should add a bit of that.
Well, I don't know. Just putting it out there. Producer Nicola, I say now. Right.
Do you know what? This is really easy actually, because all I'm doing is I'm following the line of the embossing folder. So my pen's actually dropping into the embossing folder line here.
That's it.
And I think you'll see this even better when I lift it up to the light.
Yeah.
Because you're only seeing me putting the piece in. You can see a little bit of the light there, I can see on the camera. But it's nice to see. It also, if you've gone out the lines a little bit, this is a brilliant way to kind of pick it all back up and cover it over.
Debbie,
I mean, I haven't,
no,
but, you know, had I have done that, this is what I would have been doing to cover over my mess as well.
But, well, Debbie Brennan says, that, Sara, your Kingfisher is gorgeous. The blues and oranges are spectacular.
Ooh,
Debbie Brennan.
thank you.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to take a little bit of the gold. This is why, I just say this is why you need whole collections, guys, because look at this. I've got into 2 packs of pens here just to find the right colours that I need. I want that lovely orange. And I'm going to... Oh, that's a brand new one, not been primed yet. I don't know why I'm doing a little dance on here, but we are. Right, I'm going to... Oh, Ben, I'm loving this. Right.
Oh, incredible.
So I'm just adding that little bit of glitter. Yes, nice. And that's got the silver in this one. I might add a little bit under his eye.
Eleanor says, beautiful, Sara. I really want this collection, and I don't have anything with a bird, and this bird is so pretty. This bird is pretty. Look at that.
Lovely. And then, right, so all I'm going to do now is I'm my own little world band, but I'm going to go and make it into a card.
Okay.
So, yes. So as long as everyone can say, well, actually, come on, I'll talk you through what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You've had a lot of Ben's crack, haven't you? And he's been really good, kind of covering me.
Been good crack.
I'm going to put that to one side. Actually, I'm going to go on to a little bit of orange, and that should make it really stand out. Don't know what I've done in that corner, but yes. Right. Oh, I love the deep emboss on it. The deep emboss is absolutely brilliant. And I think if this wasn't a 3D embossing folder, that would be an awful lot more difficult to do, what we've just done there.
Yeah.
But the fact that it is 3D makes it a lot easier to do there.
Could be demo of the show here. What do we reckon, everybody?
I mean, I am only up against myself, so... Hashtag just saying. Right, remember, Ben, you've also got that set. I think you've got the boards over at your end, haven't you? But there is a set that has these ones here, OK? So you've got all of these with the, where you've got the stamps and the die-cut pieces, right? So I've got on here where I've stamped them all out. Let's have a little look. So I've got these stamped, and then if you wanted to die-cut a few of these, You can, stamp and die cut a few of these. Again, they're nice and simple. Just come in with your colours, and you don't always have to be watercolouring. You could just be colouring straight onto this.
Yeah.
And they colour in beautifully well.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to colour around some of these and use these to kind of accentuate as well.
Yeah, so if you want those as an individual, I'll just get the names for you so you know all of them. Where's that disappeared to? I've got that over here somewhere. Such a big collection. Is it that one there? Yes, it is. Nature's Silhouettes. Is that the one?
No, that's the stamp set. Oh, I might use that one later.
I've got it. River Reeds.
River Reeds, that'd be the one.
Stamps and dies. So that's the one you want to go for. Again, if you're building your own little bundle. I love the touch of glitter, says Robbie Hedrick. Adds to it, doesn't it? And I've seen a few comments as well, including one from Mo saying that glossy highlights would work rather nicely with that as well, wouldn't it?
Do you know what? The glossy highlights would be really nice on the Kingfisher's kind of tummy bit.
Yes. Love that idea. And Hannah says, it's occurred to me that my living room is teal and mustard. So if I made this stomach more golden, this would look great in a frame in my living room.
Yes.
I think there's definitely some room for home decor items from this collection. Abso-blooming-lutely. Yeah, why not? Get some frames, frame some of your stuff, stick it up on the walls around the home. Go for it, why not?
Right, let's have a little look, Ben. So go nice and simple on here. I've just done a double step front. I'm going to pop that one into the back there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to look good on there. And then I think a little bit of that design under it with a couple of the reeds and my nice sample. It's all, it's all in the, it's like a piece of artwork that you've made. So the focus, you don't want to take much away from this because this is all looking brilliant, right? But I am just going to do that there. Let's have a little look. Sentiment around the bottom. Oh, I'll be ready for my cup of tea after this, won't I?
Be cold.
Oh, no. I've had kids. I'm used to drinking cold tea. Where have I just put me one that I've coloured? Right, so if that goes up there, yeah, it just brings it forward a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, that's going to be nice.
That's
down
a bit
the
more
bottom
scenery.
there.
That's great.
So a little bit of scenery down there.
Yeah.
I might do another one, pop it down here and find myself a little sentiment.
Mo says, I love the fact that you've included the river reeds. Very thoughtful. I think it just helps, doesn't it, when you've got all of the different
Well, it would have looked a little bit too plain. I would have had to do an awful lot of matting and layering to it to make it stand out, and I didn't want to. I wanted to do something a bit different.
That's it. And like you said, I mean, it's so busy on the show. If you want to go for the showstopper, you can. But Jeanette just saying, who's got the showstopper, said, I know if I tried to pick and choose, I would regret that I missed any portion. It is one of those
collections, isn't it? And also, a lot of the stuff will work with a lot of the other products that you've got. I think that's the good thing as well.
Yeah.
You know, it is going to work, but a lot of the Nature's Gardens, they are designed to all work really nicely together.
Yeah. Well, like you say, obviously the Kingfisher is the star of this show, but if you look at, this collection that Sara's just using now, the River Reeds, I mean, across how many collections are you going to be using that with? The stencils where you're creating that beautiful floral bouquet. I mean, there's loads and loads of crossover. Even that embossing folder, what's that one called? Get you the name. By the River. I mean, there's tons and tons of crossover that you could, use with other Nature's Garden collections. And that entwined wreath as well that Sara used in the first demo. Again, that's going to come into play across a whole host of collections. So, versatility within itself is incredible, but then the versatility you've got with this collection across other collections, it just means you'll be doing more with those as well, and maybe breathing new life into collections that you've perhaps stopped playing with. What you had in there? Just little...
It was a bit too much. Was that all right, or was it too much?
No, I like it.
Yeah?
I like it.
I just thought I had one left. I thought, I know what I'm going to do with that.
Yes. Aye.
Oh. Whew. And she breathed a sigh of relief.
That is incredible.
Do you know, it's been nice having to play with all them different products as well.
I have got a lot of time for that. And as much as I love the first card, how great was it to see that from start to finish with Sara getting the colouring on?
Oh, I've got a lot of colouring on here.
Yeah, that's brilliant, that. That is amazing, isn't it? Alison says that chunky glitter would also look good on the water. This is what excites me when, you know, even before you guys have got anywhere near kind of like getting your hands on the collection, you're already thinking of different ways to use the collection, how you're going to be putting them into projects, the different items, you know, in your craft room that you're going to be bringing in to use with these collections. You might be doing them as home decor, might be doing them as, you know, cards. So much excitement already as far as this collection is concerned, and we are very, very busy indeed. Lots of love for that as well. Debbie just saying that is absolutely perfect, Sarah. Let's have a look at some pictures. I know you guys have been sending in your pictures to us as well. Whoa! This is a belted Kingfisher, apparently. This is what I mean, because like your sort of standard Kingfisher that you sort of you know, expect to see is like the one that Sarah's just coloured. But then look at that. I mean, well, I don't know birds, but I would never have said that was a Kingfisher. But there you go, a belted Kingfisher. That's incredible. Mariah, are these all your pictures as well? I suppose they must be. These are incredible. So Mariah is a bit of an ornithologist. Is this the same bird? Is he? What's he eating there? Ah, he's got a little fish. What a picture that is, Mariah. I love that. Okay, so Mo Crafts. That is an excellent pick. I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. And I don't know much about animals, but this next picture, I can definitely tell you, is not a Kingfisher. I don't think it is.
No, doesn't look like one.
That doesn't, does it? No. That is Bella.
Not one of the 160-something varieties you said there were.
Is that the lesser spotted dog Kingfisher? How old's little Bella? Oh, Bella is 9. Linda, thank you so. I love it when you send in pictures of your pups. That is super cute. Thank you, Linda, for sending that through. Feel free to keep sending in those pictures. Debbie says, Ben, we have the belted Kingfisher in New York. So there you go. Yeah, Kingfishers around the world. But that those pictures from Mo, absolutely brilliant. Feel free, if you've got any more, to fire those our way. Right, the showstopper, very, very busy for it being, what, just after 7 o'clock Eastern, just after 4 o'clock Pacific. It's flying out the door just like the Kingfishers. So tell you what, let's give you opportunity to get your carts and your baskets checked out. Remember, if you're going for the showstopper, for goodness sake, don't pass up that opportunity to get more of your cardstock for half the price, and indeed those embellishments as well. It is definitely worth going for that whilst you've still got the opportunity. When we come back, we will run through everything again for you, and then we'll see some more demonstrations too with the lovely, luxurious lady demonstrator person, or whatever you named her. Marvellous, this show, innit? We'll see you in a mo.
If you love Crafters TV, we've made it easy for you to watch us wherever you are. Whether you catch us on your tablets or take us with you on your mobile phone, it's easy to watch us anywhere. From here to here. Maybe don't watch us here. It would be easy to watch us here. Probably the easiest place to watch us is here. Crafters TV, with you wherever you are.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to show you how to view your Club Inspire loyalty points on our brand new site. So, without further ado, let's get started. First, go to our Crafters Companion homepage. Make sure to select the correct location. Go to the My Crafters icon on the top right of your screen. Log into your My Crafters account. After logging in, you should be taken to your My Crafters page. Under the Loyalty section at the top of the page, you'll be able to see your loyalty tier, the amount of points you've acquired, and also any pending points that you're due to receive from a recent order. To purchase products with your Club Inspire discount, simply explore the site and products using the navigation bar at the top of the screen. When you find the product you want, add to your basket by clicking the Add to Basket button. The product will appear as full price, but don't worry, your loyalty discount will be shown in your basket. You'll then have the option to view your basket or continue shopping. If you want to check out, click View Your Basket. Here you can see the list of items you've added along with the order summary on the right-hand side of the screen. This is also where you'll see your loyalty discount And just remember, the price you're seeing at this stage is excluding any delivery charges. And how simple was that?
Many of our viewers bring up time and time again, and that's our wax seal gate.
Thinking, Joe, it might not work as well because I've put too much. Oh, I've forgotten to put me thing in place. Because I have a way of words that I think that doesn't engage with that and can come out all wrong. Water.
That wasn't the one you just washed your brush in, was it?
Sorry. Yes, but it doesn't matter.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was. Are you kidding?
I'm going to have to say, it's a slip of the tongue. I'm going to say it's maybe to do with my Scottish accent. I'm maybe going to say it's because of Mr. Ben Moseby. He is, well, yeah, he doesn't help matters.
I've made pots that have exploded when I fired them. I've done zips in inside out. It happens to everybody.
We've all spilt our glitter all over our project or knocked the water over.
You right?
I've just noticed I've got my dress on inside out.
So I was messing about doing some backgrounds with the sparkling, took the lid off it and managed to catch the pot somehow, and the whole thing came towards me, down my front, across my lap, onto the floor.
I went to reach for the water and, you know, do the tapping with the and so there was less tapping and more sort of a tsunami. I've got some.
Always still good to see that little video with all the bloopers, isn't it? Always makes me smile. Thank you everyone for all the love coming through. Very busy wake-up call with this brand new Nexus Garden Kingfisher collection. We are very, very busy across the showstopper. I know lots of people are picking and choosing as well. Don't forget, if you are going for the showstopper, do it during wake-up call if you can. The bonus buy where you get the half-price papers and vellum, we usually have to take that off because it obviously affects the stock of the showstopper. Normally happens, well, it's happened before launch day, usually happens within launch day. So if you are thinking about getting the showstopper, don't kind of sit back on your laurels and go, oh, I'll wait till a little bit later. Do it now to take advantage of that. How much? 30%. 30% of the showstopper's gone.
Yes, but that's not the critical number.
No.
The critical number is what's in the lead, Nicola, the 12 by 12s or the vellums. Because, oh, she's right. I was right, it's the vellums, it's the vellums. No, so can I just explain to you how this all works, right? So the showstopper's got everything, right? But then the bonus buy, what happens is so many people go for the bonus buy. At the point at which we get to the same amount of stock as the showstopper as the bonus buy, we have to disable the bonus buy, because then for every bonus buy we sell, that's a showstopper nobody can have. So when that happens, actually though, a lot of people have been going for the bonus buy and buying extra of the vellums, and the vellums are outstanding. I shouldn't be encouraging you because you don't need any more encouragement, but once the vellums go, that is the end of the showstopper and the end of the bonus buy. So to prevent our show, because I'd love this showstopper if we can, I mean 30%, I was hoping it might last you all weekend, Ben. Yeah. I was kind of hoping it might. But if the vellums have gone, guys, if the vellums, we will have to disable the bonus buy. You've got to understand that we will, and it's only so that, because you've got to remember it's still the middle of the night for most of our viewers across America. So what we do is we've got to reserve showstoppers to last at least all day today, if not a little bit for the weekend. So that bonus buy, we might be having to restrict stock, which means you might not see the bonus buy when we get into the launch day show. Yeah. So if you know you want extra papers, now's the time. Now is absolutely the time. That's why you've got up early. If you set your alarm to be here, there's no point waiting. If you know that you want it, get it now, and then you can sit back you can go back to sleep and have a little bit of a snooze and then come back and join us on launch day in just a little while. Thank you, Mariah says it's Mariah Van Etten now, but glad you like the photos. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sending. And Sarah says, Sarah and Ben, the talking bag is on the Crafters TV page as well as Sarah's and yours, Ben. We will have a look, and if we can, we'll try and show those later on during the launch day show. Jeanette saying, can't wait to try this. I have so many ideas of how to add my special touches. And Bridget says, I love watching Sara. She is such a funny lady. Well, And this was me not even trying to be funny, this was me just trying to be an amazing crafty TV demonstrator today.
She makes me laugh so much, says Bridget Davies. No relation.
Not that I'm not aware of any Bridgets in the family.
Quick, Bridget, tell everyone how funny I am. No, she is funny.
Anti-Bridget. I'm joking.
We have the best shows. I love working with Sarah. She is funny. And Hannah says, just thinking the Halcyon Days folder would be amazing, painted with the shimmer watercolours.
Yes, it would.
Yes.
Oh, yes, it would. So we're kind of not really about the shimmer watercolours because we haven't got them in stock.
Are they all gone now, have they?
The shimmer watercolours? Did you have some the other?
I had the sunbeam the other day.
Yeah, the sunbeam.
The moonbeam's gone. Is the sunbeam still in? Oh, we've still got the sunbeam.
So, all I would say is the US have both the sunbeam and the moonbeam in stock.
Ah.
So if you're watching in the US and you've been waiting for them to come back, I'm just telling you, you might want to tune in on Sunday night. Sunday afternoon for you guys.
Oh, yeah. Right, I'll tell you what, just at the time, I cannot believe we've only got, about half an hour left. So, should we squeeze in another demo and then we'll take you through everything for one final look and have a look at some finished samples as well?
Absolutely, we should.
Do it.
I tell you what, I'm going to do it now. This embossing folder, it's not an embossing folder, sorry, this die, I absolutely love. It is a showstopper piece. And do you know what I might do? I might just tweak my demo. I'm loving the just going rogue on the demos.
Yeah, yeah.
I might take, so I was going to do this card, but I might do this style of card with the colouring from this one. I think it's bigger and better.
Yeah,
bigger and better is where it's at today, isn't it? Right, okay. That's what we'll do. That's what we'll do. Right, so I'm going to start off by giving you the exact sizes for the card I'm going to do, right? So the front of the card, you're going to cut this 10 inches by 7 inches. 10 by 7 and score 1.5 inches at both sides, right? 10 by 7, 1.5 inches at both sides. That will give you the wraparound, right? And the wraparound is going to go around your base card, which is going to be a 5 by 7.
Okay.
Right? So you've got a 5 by 7, which means you're going to need a piece of the paper cut to size to go on the front like that. So that's going to do that. And our wrap is going to go with a really big dome on the front, right? If you don't want as much of a dome, instead of doing this as a 5 by 7, do it as a 6 by 7 card, for example, right? Or even, no, 7 by 7 wouldn't be enough. Yeah, but you just want to, depending on how big of a dome you want, right? So what I'm going to do is just start off by cutting that die cut right into the centre. So you're going to take this, now can you see it comes as a 2-part die, Ben? So you've got the die that is the cut in and the one that's the cut out. So if you're cutting out, like on this one here, it was just cut out to stick on the front of a card. I'm going to do it as a cut in and lift that lovely Kingfisher piece up. So you hold it in place. You're going to hold it in place with some little bits of tape. Now, watch my top tip here. I'm going to tape it in the middle like that, right? Because then that's holding it. In fact, I might go with 2. Holding it several pieces, but I don't have to tear any card off because this is going to be the excess cut in the middle, right? Now, what you will do is you will want your big plates for this, only because I'm positioning the die, right? You don't need it actually fits through a Gemini Junior, no problem, or it fits on your Junior plates, but because I've positioned it onto a larger card and the base of my card is 7 inches wide, that means that I'm going to need bigger plates to send it through, okay? So we're going to send that through in die cut, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start and do a little bit of colouring onto that to give it this sort of feel about it, Ben, right? So this comes off. That lift. Oh, should I emboss it while we're here?
Oh, why not?
Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. Have I got an embossing mat? Maybe I haven't.
Have you not?
No, I don't. Is it down? No, I haven't. I haven't. I mean, Tracy's going to come in and then announce that there's one just round the corner, isn't she? She'll just say, there it is, Sarah.
The big one, okay?
I'll say, what's that, sorry? Oh, he's got, look at that. Oh, well, Ben's been and got us one myself. That's it, right? So I'm going to emboss it now because I want that lovely detailed bit. Do you know, if it ever doesn't work out as a craft TV presenter, you would be really good at a Go Fetch Boy.
Me? Go Fetch Boy.
Go Fetch Boy.
Yeah. I mean, I'm multi-skilled, aren't I? You know.
Oh, he is. There's nothing this man can't turn his hand to.
Exactly right. Presentation lead, Go Fetch Boy.
Funny joke man.
Funny joke
Dodgy
man.
pun guy.
Dodgy pun guy. Funny moustache man. I mean, you name it, I'm it.
Right. Let's have a little look. So, yes, now you're just going to want to pop all these little bits out of here, right? So we've got that detail. Going to pop the bits, Ben, and I'm going to start with the colouring. Now, I've just done this onto a regular white all-purpose card, not onto a watercolour card, right? Which means if you're going to do the watercolouring, then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put your colour down and pick it up in it because it'll move better. Because what happens is this cardstock grabs, right? So your watercolour card lets it have the movement. So if you saw the first card that I did where I did the watercolouring on the Kingfisher, we did that onto watercolour card, right? Because this is all purpose, the card will grab on the different finish that you've got. Do you know what?
Okay.
I could just do this, couldn't I? Yeah. Here is one I prepared earlier, right?
Oh.
What I will show you is, I've got this little, so I'm going to lift his wing up there, mask off behind, do a little bit of colouring to start with.
Very nice.
So I'm going to colour that. Let's have a little look. Should we go? I'm loving round the outside. Now, you might, if you stay like that, James, so not too close, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the colour down like this.
Yeah.
Right? Bear in mind, I am just making this up as I go along, so...
Love it.
Yeah.
Improv Sara.
And I'm going to start off with the big... Why are these brushes got what's who's been in? What they been
what's
doing?
going on with those?
So, I don't know. Let's hope it's not dirty, though. No, it doesn't look dirty. I think we're all right. So I'm going to pick up the colour and wash it down like this. So I'm going for like a more washed out colour. Now, the problem is, the more water you have on, the less intensive the colour's going to be.
Okay.
Right? So if you want to build up the intensive colour, you're going to have less water on your cardstock. So I'm going for like the watercolour-y look here.
Thank you, Rachel, as well, who's just said, I see you as a gopher, Ben. Go for this, go for that. Thank you very much indeed.
Yeah, that's how we see him as well. Right. Watch what I can do. I can push this through here now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm loving this, right? Push that through there.
Yeah.
Which means I can mask that off and I can go and colour in the back section as well.
Do you know, as well, kingfishers...
Oh, here we go. Next
another
stat.
fact,
Yeah.
baby kingfishers have fluorescent beaks.
Do they?
Yeah, so their parents can find them.
Oh.
And what's the most important fact? Oh yeah, and apparently I read somewhere as well. I mean, it's not a very nice fact. Nicola's fact is what we tell you. I read somewhere that apparently baby kingfishers are exceptionally ugly.
Oh, who said that?
Well, it's on the. It came up as the 5 fun facts for children about kingfishers. And the 4th one down was kingfisher babies are exceptionally ugly. I thought, well, that's not very nice, is it? But they blossom into gorgeous birds, though, Sara.
Right, but the babies
Obviously.
are ugly.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's so that none of the other kingfisher people steal them.
Yes, maybe that's what it is.
You know, like how they say, like humans, they make you look like your dad so that the dads don't think you're not theirs. I started to go there, I was thinking, oh my God, where am I going with this, Sara? Where are you going with this? Yeah, have you not heard that before?
No.
Well, yeah, that's why kids look like their dads. I haven't made that up. Kids look like their dads.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that like the dads don't leave them.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I've wondered all these years. We've learned some stuff today, haven't we, everybody? I tell you what, this has been brilliant.
I hope I haven't heard that from a dodgy site now. Like, you know what I mean? I hope that's like not non-genuine.
Well, I tell you what, if it's on the internet, it must be true.
Well, there you go. That's it, isn't it?
Yeah. It's like all these facts I'm reading out now. We've probably got some aficionado on kingfishers going, he's talking absolute tripe, this bloke. Oh, you have fact-checked it, have you? Baby kingfishers are like... Oh, they're like uncooked chicken, apparently. Oh, that's not...
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Building up a mental image of that in my mind now.
Yeah, just that is exactly what I needed to know, Nicola.
Yeah. Thank goodness, as I say, the adults look gorgeous. Otherwise, if they looked as bad and, you know, when they became adults, this would be a terrible collection, wouldn't it? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Oh dear. But as I say, thankfully they become beautiful birds. Do have a look as well if you want to take inspiration for, you know, how you're going to colour in your kingfishers. Just, you know, pop it in on Google and see all of the different ranges. 116 different species. Is that what I said? Yeah, 106. I've forgotten already. 116 different species of kingfisher, and there are some really, really gorgeous ones right around the world. So, yeah, do have a look, take inspiration, or, as we always say, just have a play, have a bit of fun, and maybe create your own version of a kingfisher, a brand new species, the Debbie kingfisher.
Ah, I wondered where you were going with that. I was thinking, what's that got to do with Debbie? But you because Debbie's Fisher. Yep,
Yeah.
get it. Nice.
It was bad.
Yeah, I mean, it was fairly bad. I'll give you that. Don't worry.
A fact from Rachel, they can live up to 20 years old as well. Yeah. And Mo says, Mo's our aficionado on birds, I feel, here, after she's been sending through the pictures. She says, baby birds in general are ugly.
Oh.
But cute ugly. And Mocraft says the vellum would look very pretty behind this as well. Would actually.
Well, should we try it? See
Well,
how it
I
looks?
don't know, Sarah. I mean, it's your project.
Right, let's have a little look. I'm cleaning up as I'm going. Right, well, what I was going to do is I was going to put this behind it to give it a little bit of shadowing.
Oh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So should we pop one of them behind it first? And then I'll pop a little bit of vellum behind and say, oh, should we try the vellum, actually? I've got the vellum over here.
Oh, yeah, might have to.
So if you want the
decide which one
vellum
works best.
behind... Oh, I like this sort of shape in the vellum.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel like you want the one with not having the big birds in the middle, don't we? So you want like a... Oh, that's nice with the green. You've got the nice blue shit. Oh, that is an intensive one, that one. Then you've got the bright, like what I would call the kingfisher colour.
Yeah.
There's some lovely ones, isn't there?
Absolutely.
So, yeah, the vellum does work well, nicely behind it.
Yeah, that works even better, that one, I think.
Yeah,
doesn't it?
we like that one, do we? Right, so what I think we'll do is we'll pop this one behind instead. So I'm just going to, look at this, more crafting on the fly, more winging it. Ba-dum-bum.
Alison says Sarah is correct about that anthropological fact.
Oh, thank you.
Temperance Brennan recently stated that exact fact on a rerun of Bones. I have no idea what that means. What I've just read out there, I've read it out, it's words that I don't understand. Anthropological, I just about understand. Temperance Brennan.
Is a person, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but what's Bones?
Maybe it's a TV show.
Oh, is it? Well,
I've heard of a TV show called Bones.
Is it like a acting? Is it, you know, a series?
Is it real world is what you're meaning, isn't it? Or has somebody made that up?
Fiction. Oh, it's a drama. Well, there you go. I never doubted Sarah for a second.
Yeah, well, I was doubting myself, so... Nice that you didn't doubt me, though. I felt undoubted. Right? Right, so I'm going to go behind there with the vellum. But what I haven't done is I haven't stuck his wing so that we can lift his wing up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like that. Yeah?
Beautiful.
And if we want to give him another little bit of colour down the background, bear in mind I've still got my Midnight Mist there.
Oh, yeah.
And you can come on, these brushes are brilliant. You can come on with the brush and deepen that down the edge. Yeah, so we've again, interesting, well, hopefully interesting question. How do we come about deciding what goes into like a nature's garden collection? Is it just a case of like everyone sort of, you know, comes with ideas of what they'd like to feature? Because we've got one of our product development days coming up, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So what we all do is we all submit our ideas, and then Leanne decides if your idea is good enough or not.
Oh, okay.
Basically, it's how it goes down.
Yeah.
But you've got to remember, Leanne's got a whole team. So we employ a lot of both artists, who are the people who do all the drawing, and then crafters, who are the people that do all of our beautiful card samples that you see on here as well. So all of those also weigh into the product development days.
Yeah.
So, and then all of our craft experts, they also weigh into the product development days. So we have an awful lot of ideas that come forward in the product development days. So somebody will say like, oh, I think Kingfisher's nice. And then if we decide on the kit, and they'll have submitted some suggestions that go with it, but then if we decide, yep, we're going to go forward with that, then the next thing that would happen is the research team in Leanne's team, they would actually then go and start and put together ideas of what the Kingfishers are going to be. Oh, I don't need that in the back now, because we now want a little bit of...
Oh, yeah?
Are you going to see what I'm going to do now? I'm going to just shape this a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just on the side of the table, guys, and I'm just shaping it with my hands because it's now a layer of vellum as well. So I want that. And did you notice I stuck with my dotty tape pen all the way behind all of the Kingfisher?
Okay.
So instead of just sticking part of it, because I want that to lift up. Yeah, that's it. I want that to lift up. And actually, I'm going to go whole hog. I'm going to add a little bit of the iridescent glitter on.
Oh, yes.
So I'm going to come here. I'm going to get the... let's have a little look. I'm going to use the tacky glue. And I'm going to just go around the outside here. So let's have a little look. Go onto my base card so we don't have too much of this on. And I'm just going to tacky glue just around the outside here, just to kind of emphasise around the edge. Oh, do you know what might be nice? A little brush to do this. I'll just, you know, I'll just keep going, being in my own little world here, everyone. Just having a little go. Hey, the worry is I might do this all the next hour as well.
What?
Just do my own thing.
Well, that's all right.
Well, yeah.
I mean, everyone's been enjoying it, so...
well, that's all right.
You just do your... Have you got specific demos that lined
I had,
up,
but look, I'm just doing what I want, haven't I?
Yeah.
And just changing them up or whatever. So is there anything that people specifically want to see? Is there any part of the range that you're loving that you'd like me to see? Do you see me do a little bit more work with it?
Fire in any requests now, and... yeah, we'll do our very best. We'll go through the collection before we finish as well, so you can just get a bit of a taste as to everything that you're going to get. But yeah, anything you want to see. Oh, that looks brilliant.
That looks brilliant. Talking about brilliant, do you know what I was doing yesterday?
No.
I was recording my next lot of, you know how I do my little home decor projects on my Instagram and my Facebook and TikTok and that, because, you know, I'm down with the kids with the TikTok and
yeah,
whatnot.
with TikTok, yeah.
I was doing a vase with the gilding flakes.
Oh,
Ben, it's amazing. A vase with the gilding flakes. It looks thebomb.com.
Christmassy vase?
Well, I've done it with a Christmas candle in it, but it doesn't have to be for Christmas. It could be any time of year.
Okay.
But it's a beautiful vase, but I've just gilded flaked up. Because, of course, you can use that glue onto any surface. And honestly, looks thebomb.com, even if I do say so myself.
When's that going to be landing on the old tick of the top?
As soon as our Gracie gets it edited.
Oh, nice.
So we're thinking about, and I'd love to know what everybody else thinks, recording some extra ones and trying to do like the 12 ideas of Craftsmas.
I love that.
And doing a new one every day in December.
Love that idea.
So would love to know what people think. If you think that's a good idea, as does our Ben, then I can work on that now, because I think I'd have to get a few extra ones done.
12 ideas of Craftmas.
Yeah, and just do a different... And they're all like home decor pieces. So, I was doing brilliant little... I was doing some a bit of macrame, and I was doing some gonks to go on the Christmas tree. They were nice.
Little hanging gonks.
I do love that.
Lots of those ideas actually in your new book, isn't there? Macrame and gonks.
There are indeed, and what I did was I actually used an adaptation of one of my one of the macrame projects from the book to do some Christmas tree macrame as well.
Oh, very nice.
Little mini Christmas trees. Oh, Ben, I've got all sorts going on, man. Honestly, you wouldn't believe it. Ben was actually helping, little did he know, with the. Oh no, it wasn't you. It was Liam.
What was that?
Yeah, Liam folded all my napkins up for us.
Oh.
For the demonstration as well.
Yeah, not me.
Yes.
That is tremendous,
I feel like it needs a little bit of a light shining through as well, just to show... Hang on, I'll get my phone out.
There we go.
I would say dim the studio lights, but I'm probably getting a bit carried away there. But like... maybe it's a bit scary now. Maybe it's a bit subtler.
Yeah.
So, but you got the idea, you know, with the vellum behind and whatnot. Looks nice.
I love it. Such a great demo. Lynn Bledsoe says, Sara is being like Sheena today, plans the demos and then throws it out the window and plays. Lol.
Is that how Sheena runs every time?
Every single time. She comes with about 6 demos and she never does one of them.
Really? Just call me Sheena the second. Got a whole another 2 more hours of this.
I mean, I can't. You should...
But, like if the vellum sells out, then I won't be able to use the vellum. I would, because it would still be in the showstopper.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag, just saying.
Hashtag get your bonus buy whilst you can, because that will probably disappear. How big of an envelope would you need to make for that card, says Eleanor?
Well, do you know what? I wouldn't do as big of a bubble thing on the top.
Right, okay.
I would do a slight... if I was putting in an envelope, you don't want your bubble to be more than 1 inch, which means if your card's 5x7, your bit that goes around it needs to be 6 1/4. Okay. So then you'd need 1.5 inches either side of that to do the wrap.
Eleanor says, I really love this card. Lots of love. The bird is so beautiful. You're an amazing crafter, Sara, and I love watching you, says Eleanor.
Thank you. Do you know what I love? I'm... You'll not be surprised to hear this. I'm an extrovert.
Are you?
So who would have ever thought it? So I actually enjoy doing stuff with people more. So as much as I enjoy my card making at home, I don't enjoy it anywhere near as much as doing it here when I'm chit-chatting with all of you guys through Ben at the same time. Yeah. So I think you can tell when I really get into it, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's like me with me jokes and me songs. I love doing me jokes and me songs at home, but I much prefer doing it here because I get a response of sorts. Well, I get response here, whether it's good or bad. At home, I just sort of get ignored. People just walk off.
Oh.
But yeah, they've had it for 22 years, and you guys have only had it for 3, so I can understand why I'm better received here. Should we? Are we going to
give us another 19 years? See how we all coping with it.
19 years.
That's 22 less 3.
No, I know. But I'm just imagining me. How old will I be? 63.
You're laughing, but we all know you're still going to be stood there when you're 63. You'll either have white hair or you'll have the Just For Men rinse on it. And you'll be coming in with your Zimmer frame and your dodgy jokes because we'll never get you to retire. You are going to be one of them types, aren't you?
I kind of think there'll become a point, especially if I'm using Just For Men and I'm on a Zimmer frame, I'll be behind the scenes at that point, bringing on the new Crafters TV talent. I'll be there going, oh, I remember back in my day when everyone used to laugh at all me dodgy jokes. I don't know what
Nicholas just said, why would you become Yorkshire?
I don't know. Do you know what, Nicola? That is a great idea. Let us do a vote on the projects that Sara's popped together over the course of the show. So, number 1 is this beautiful project here that Sara coloured in, and also use the gorgeous pens that you're going to get in this set to create that fantastic background with the cling film. You've got the edgeable in there and loads of the beautiful papers and linen cardstock being used on that with the ribbon. Number 2 is the Halcyon Day. So that's that embossing folder, the 3D embossing folder that everybody's been chatting about. Obviously, if you want to recreate that card, you will need that alongside your River Reeds, which is the stamp and die set that Sara used to create that focal point at the front there with a little sentiment. So that is 2. I really like 2 as well because I like the diamond die. Oh, sorry. 2's terrible.
No, don't influence them.
Okay.
Just let them make their own mind up.
Oh, okay. I mean, they're all right. They're all okay. You choose your favourite. And then number 3 is the one that you've just seen there with the... uh-oh, she's coming over. She's coming... What?
Just coming over to remind you all of something. Guess who's in on Sunday? Make it a good vote.
Oh, yeah. But the only problem with that, of course, as well, is that vote will be done earlier, won't it?
Oh, man.
Yeah. So, did you... Oh, no, you didn't win on Sunday. I was here.
Yeah, I know. You were going to put a good word in for us.
Well, I did.
Well, clearly not a good enough word.
I did. Do you know what I did? And you guys will back me up here. You go back and watch the tape. I did a big plug for you, but I also did a big plug, obviously, for Debbie Robinson. And I said, these are the two that you need to go for. And they didn't vote for either. Jan won. Jan won. So, yeah.
And who was here on Sunday?
It was me and... who was here with on Sunday?
So it wasn't in Jan, and Jan won.
Oh, Jan wasn't in, no.
So that puts pay to you have to be here.
Yeah. Oh, that is a good point, actually. I think if you'd had been here, then it probably would have been a different story, but I think... Yeah, anyway. 1, 2 or 3, vote now. You've got about 5 minutes. Oh, they are already voting. All right, Nicola. Robbie says, I thought 2 was the best, but I do love 3. How hard is this? Well, that's why I don't do it, because it would be too difficult for me to choose. It's like a little art exhibition in front of Ben now, says Mo. It is like an art exhibition. And Anne says, we will still love you, Ben, when you're 64. It's scary to think.
It's a song, that, isn't it?
When I get older, losing my hair, many years from now. Will I still be here on Crafters TV? Yes, I will. Oh, yippee. Right, 20 years from now, boy oh boy. Have you
While
got...
everyone's voting,
Yeah.
I'd love to show everybody the samples, because I've got the samples that we looked at, and I've got some more samples. Is that all right? And also, because we've got a couple of hours before the next show, I really want you to tell me. Oh, sorry, I've got a bit of OCD going on here.
What you want to see?
What you want me to show you? Because I can do anything you want, guys. I'm feeling a little bit invincible right now. I'm just to say I picked up one of Nicole's cards and just tried to replicate it, and I'm going to go and text her now. She'll not believe it. That was Nicole's showstopper card. Nicole has worked for us for many years, and I think she's probably the top card designer I've ever met in the country. She is that unbelievable, right? She does a lot of our cards, and yes, I just aspire to the great heights that is Nicole Broderick.
Wow.
And so, yes, for me to just pick up one of Nicole's live on air, I bet a lot of our other designers that are watching me just laughing at me. Like, she's got a whole team works underneath of Nicole. Any of them watching will be going, oh, what's Sarah doing? She's not that level. So, yes, right. Is that all right then if I go through some of the other cards?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all right then. I felt like I should ask permission before I do with it. Right, so all the different pieces. What we haven't looked at is we haven't used this embossing folder yet, which is the kind of the scene builder embossing folder, and we haven't used him.
Oh,
so
no.
There's the 2 Kingfishers. There's the Kingfisher in Flight,
Yeah.
which is, oh look, I've now
He's
found
called Blue Lightning, that one, I think, isn't he?
There's the Kingfisher in Flight, which is this one.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll put that sideways, right? And then also the Kingfisher sitting. Now, I also haven't shown everybody how to use the stencils. If you want me to show you how to use the multi-layer stencil, we can do that one later. What I do, so there's the sitting Kingfisher. Here's another one of it. It's another one of Nicole's cards on there. Honestly, the watercolouring is absolutely beautiful and wonderful to do. And again, direct onto card if you do it with your watercolour pens. And then you could do that lovely background with that cling film technique that I copied off Leanne that I showed you earlier. That was the one I took inspiration from for my first card, but where I did Leanne's cling filmy backgroundy, droopy, dropping-y thing. That was nice, yeah.
Technical terms.
That's the one that I took inspiration from there for the last card, where I just took inspiration from the colours. Bear in mind, though, that embossing folder just looks nice. So again, your duetting pads, just doing a bit of blending on there, and then can you see the shine? That is coming from your gilding wax. So you can just rub a little bit of gilding wax all over there. Now, this is a technique that I'd love to do in the next show, showing you how you do that watercoloury background and then use the silhouette stamps on top.
I definitely want to see that, please.
Do that. That would be maybe a nice one to do. So we could maybe put that to one side and try that. Let me know if you want to see the watercoloury silhouette. Watercoloury silhouette, we'll call that.
There is
one.
a lot of clamour to see how the feathers can be incorporated in the project
We
as well.
will incorporate feathers into lots of the projects next then. There's another one that's it. I took that idea of where I added the little bit of glitter onto them. There's that lovely embossing folder, but just done with a single colour.
Wow.
So it's not even a Kingfisher on there. What I like is I've seen a few retirement cards done with this collection.
Yeah.
Really like that idea. There's the stencil. If anybody's wanting to see the stencil, I could show you guys the stencil. The edgeable is a lovely edgeable. And again, look, doesn't have to be the Kingfisher. That's the edgeable using some vellum. Leftover bits of the vellum would be perfect with that.
Yeah.
There's a nice idea with the feathers.
Oh,
just
that's
bringing a few of the feathers
cute.
on. And this is the B track. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a bit of vellum.
Oh, that's
Look at that. Isn't that
incredible.
nice? Because it's quite subtle. So that's the vellum that's been layered up. I do look... Oh, might have to take a bit and put that to one side.
Is that just the right hand or the left hand side by your left hand?
A
Is
little
that
bit
just,
of vellum down there as well.
That's just where it's been cut out.
That's
the
just
other
the
side,
cut
isn't
away.
it?
Yeah, so
That's
all you do is you
such
cut
a
that in,
cool
take
idea.
this aside.
Yeah.
You could actually cut all of this away and put acetate in and put a piece of vellum behind.
Yeah, yeah.
Might have to take some ideas from that one, guys. I like that one. You were asking about feathers. There's some feathers in that one. What about this? How nice is that with the feathers behind? So you just lift that wing up, put some feathers behind there. I think that one looks lovely. That one uses a shaker card.
That's a great idea.
Beautiful idea with the shaker card. And I like this. They would paper piece really nicely as well. some nice ideas with the paper piece in there too. So yeah, there's all sorts. There is your watercolours. And it's just the way it's catching the light there. I was going to say the way it's catching the sun. Yes, James, there we go.
Yes.
They are, even on the branch.
Yeah.
Look, the subtleness on the branch. I love that one there. Whose one's that one? Crystal. Do love
that
samples.
Crystal.
She does some lovely samples. Yeah, look at that. Do you know, that's your tricolours, but you could use your sparkle pen to blend them with.
Yeah.
Really lovely ideas. You were on about the feathers. Just adding one or two little feathers down there really makes a difference. The seam binding ribbon for double bows, guys, is really absolutely beautiful. I mean, nearly all of these have a feather on it so much. Now, you know you said about Kingfishers and being done in different colours? Yeah. How nice is this?
Oh, I love the colour palette there.
With the little flip of colour at the edges. I could show you how to do that one if you wanted on the next show.
Okay.
Some more watercoloury background pieces there. That was nice. So, yes. Let us know what you want to see, and I will endeavour to cover as much as we can.
So I will tell you then, from the comments I've seen coming through now, definitely how we're going to incorporate the feathers. You've got a bit of an idea there with the finished samples, but feathers, yes. Lots of people want to see those silhouette stamps used over a watercolour background.
Silhouette stamps on the watercolour, yep.
And Marianne would like to see the stencils in action as well. Can we do that?
Stencils in action. So stencils, feathers, watercolour stamps.
Yeah.
Watercolour with the stamps.
Yes.
On it.
Let us know if there's anything else in the next sort of 3 or 4 minutes, and we will incorporate as much of that as we can into the launch day show, which of course is coming up in just over 2 hours' time. Really quick look through, and then we'll announce the winner of the demo of the show. We've got that result in, but listen, very quickly, I'll have to be quick because we're running out of time. All of these goodies that you're going to get within the set, the showstopper brings you everything, don't forget. The stamp and die set, so that one you saw featured on quite a few cards is your flying gem. And the other stamp and die set you've got, again, featured quite a few times, is that beautiful Kingfisher on the branch. That one's called Blue Lightning, if you want to go for that one individually. You've got the stunning blossoming floral border. Again, how cool did that card look with that cut into the vellum and then almost like the waste piece of vellum piece back onto the cardstock. I love that effect. There's your River Reeds. Sara used that, of course, on the second card, which you guys have been voting for. Then you've got your In Flight, so that is that beautiful creator card, or indeed, if you want to use that as a panel, you've got that outer die to be able to cut that out. But how nice that you've got all the detail and then that effect of the wing of the Kingfisher lifting out of the cardstock. Here's that stencil set. So again, there's a few of you who've been asking for that. We will certainly delve into that into more detail a little bit later on in the launch show. You've got that entwined wreath, which we used in the first demo. Another absolutely stunning embossing folder. That one is that By the River. Again, just showing you the versatility you've got within this set and then using this set elsewhere. I mean, that is just a beautiful starting point for so many different Nature's Garden projects. There's the Halcyon Days. That's that 3D embossing folder. If you're going for, you know, picking and choosing, picking and mixing, I'm sure that one is going to be going into your basket. Here's that silhouette stamp set as well. So Nature's Silhouette, once again, we'll be looking at that in more detail in the show later on, and then you've got your all occasions, so all of those different sentiments for lots of different occasions across the board. That's your hardware. Then, of course, you're going to have your embellishments, all of this in the showstopper, but your separate embellishment bundle is all of those feathers, that beautiful seam binding ribbon. You're going to get your pot of iridescent glitter, and, of course, those tricolour aquas as well. So 3 pens, 3 different colours, 9 colours in total, but then you're going to get all the ability to mix those colours up, create your own colours, create all the gradients of the different colours you've got within those pens, but all of the colours specifically selected to work with the papers and cardstock that you've got within this set, which is here. Very quickly, you're going to get within your showstopper all of this, but of course this makes up your paper bundle. This is the bonus buy that everyone's going for. This is the bonus buy that will, if it keeps going at this rate, be stopped first, because it is that vellum that everyone is going for as well, individually of the bonus buy, which, you know, there comes a point where we have to put a stop on that, so we've got enough showstoppers to go around for everybody. The 12 by 12, as you can see, is absolutely stunning. All those beautiful images, double-sided, plenty of love for the A track and B track. You've got the 6 by 6 included in there too. Alongside that, your luxury linen cardstock, all the colours matching up perfectly, and then of course your vellum too. We will look at that in much more detail a little bit later on. But grab that showstopper, grab those bonus buys, or like I've said, if you're on a bit of a smaller budget, pick and choose, but do it now, and then you can sit back and relax and watch the launch show in just a couple of hours' time. Here we go, let's put this art exhibition back in front of me here that you guys have been voting on. It is an art exhibition. It is like being where? Oh, at the Louvre. I thought you said something else then for a second. Demo of the show. What do you reckon, Sarah?
Oh, I think you've got to pick 2.
You are correct.
I am correct.
Marvellous. That will go up onto our Crafty Walk of Fame, and you'll be able to vote for it tonight, actually, on Masterclass. So we've got launch, and then we've got Masterclass a little bit later on. Lily's going to be in all things Sarah's signature on that show. Thank you for all the love coming through. Safe to say, Sarah, you have wowed our wonderful audience with all of your demos, and you'll be doing so again in 2 hours' time.
Let's do it all again in a couple of hours, and I'll wow you some more, guys.
There we go. Thank you, everybody. As I say, get to the checkouts. If you've been watching the show and you've got a cart full of goodies, make sure you do it now. Don't leave it and wait and forget. Get those goodies, and then you can come back and join us at 3 o'clock this afternoon, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific, and enjoy all of the demos coming up. Don't forget, we're going to concentrate more on those silhouettes, the stencils, the feathers, anything else in the meantime that you want to see. Do fire through and let us know, and we'll do as much as we can over the course of that launch day show. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Enjoy the next couple of hours, and Sarah and I will see you for the official launch of the Kingfisher collection in 2 hours. Bye for now.